Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Need to fix my couple things here. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that's why I need to fix. Oh god. Oh god. Things are fucked up already. Things are already fucking up. Like this way? I think so. Have to readjust. There we go. Readjusting everything to make sure things are stable. God damn it. There we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Eva, for being here. Thank you, Hoppy, for being here as well. John Doe. Yes, I saw all the Just Days debuts. Yes. I even covered it in my news segments in my videos. I did like pretty much 2 videos on the Justice debuts. Or maybe a little bit more. I don't know. Yeah, Dokibird pretty much shot it out of the park with the way she did her debut. Holy crap. That was an insane debut. That was absolutely an insane debut. It was freaking crazy. But it was expected because she'd been planning this for a long time. She has the income to do it, and whenever she has the income to do it, you know, Doki goes quite wild with the things she does whenever she actually has the income to do it. And now, thanks to all of the dragoons and everybody supporting her, she has the income to do it. So here's what we're going to go for. We're going to go to a couple of these things here because people. Oh, people. All right, my first thing I'm going to be covering. Well, no, let's see. New model is great. Daughter from Doki X Selen ship. Yep. Welcome again to the internet, people. The internet always finds a way to mess things up. PSA, please let Dokibird process grief however they want. I'm not going to show the name. They know who they are on Twitter. And while I did apologize afterwards, they did share the apology. I will share the apology, censored, but I think it needs to be said for anyone else considering to do this. Dokibird, or any former liver of Nijisanji, does not need your criticism. What they need is for you to leave them alone, go away, enjoy your fandom, don't say anything at all, just shoot. Anyone, any liver, period, needs that. How anyone who leaves the Black Company decides to process their grief from being in the Black Company, from being in the trauma, or anything like that is up to them. There's no right or wrong way to process it. They're going to do it the way that they want to. You can embrace it or not. If you don't want to, then you can move on, of course. If someone wants to take tragedy and turn it into a form of empowerment, embracing all parts of them and take a step into the future, they have every right to do that. You don't have a right to knock them for that. You could be a fan of hers, you could be a fan of hating her. Neither of you don't know who Dokibird is as a person, and unless you have an actual personal relationship with Dokibird, you don't really have a say in much of this. Like me, I don't have a say in anything that people do. I can do my criticisms, I can do my just marking the news. But in the end, I'm not really anybody for them. So that's one thing. Let them handle grief the way you want. Basically, this is just saying, let them handle grief the way you want. How they decide to move on or why they do or don't isn't any of your business. Hasn't been your business and never will be. This guy's going a little too extreme. It's like, please go away. Just calm yourself. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying go away. I'm just saying calm yourself. Yes, you can criticize people. Yes, it is a free society where you can do that in most places, at least. As long as you're not actually harassing them, I don't see a reason why criticizing is not a bad thing. It is a bad thing. Try not to find the post and harass this person, leave them alone. But what they said afterwards was a time to put something out there, and I can really reflect on anybody. So here's what they said. Thread is a leader. I'm still a bit confused by this person put this. I'm still confused by the uncanny similarities of that model and the amount of things she's taken almost piecemeal from her past. She wants to reclaim it, so that's up to her. Not a damning criticism of her, not an argument that she can't process her past however she wishes, just confused. It says, I'm sorry if my verbiage came off more judgmental than I meant it. I don't begrudge her for these actions, and you're free to disagree with me. Not going to make any takes on this public discourse spectacle any more than I already have. So yeah, I mean, I don't really see anything really truly negative about what's being said here. It's just they were wondering why she took some stuff from Selen if she wanted to move on, but it is up to her in which way she wants to move on, which is what people are saying, of course. But don't shoot the messenger either. Don't shoot this guy for at least, you know, speaking things. He wasn't saying, oh my God, she's so horrible, she can't move on, blah, blah, blah. He wasn't really going really hard on this. From what I see, he was just kind of questioning, you know, he was kind of curious. That was just it. Trying to get answers from the community. That's what I saw it as. Just another She's Selen again, rant by Nanti, pretty much. They had a huge, much more brutal criticism of the new skin, but then realized how bad it was, deleted it, and added the apology afterwards. Oh, so it was a much worse one. I stand corrected. If it was really that bad, then yeah, they should be criticized. They should have deleted it. It's not good to actually do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not good to actually do that. Memory Awawa's cooking contest was quite the experience, especially since you got to see a good tasting meat of okonomiyaki. Oh, okay. That was good. Thank you for the update. The Dokibird Hunger Showcase still gives a whiplash on how great it was. Good memories. What's up, Giannis? Oh, hi. Oh, yeah, the oh, hi moment. It was definitely Mume there. Hello, Dark Light. Hello, Loyal Monster. Yes, yes. Thank you for bringing some news. Thank you, thank you. Giannis, yeah, you're right. Some of them were baddies, but the company is literally hell. Sketch therapy. Doki took things from herself, Selen. Let her take as much from herself, Selen, as she legally can. So what? Exactly. If it's legally distinct, it's no problem. Pixelink News. Ariso Oshiro yesterday reaching 5K subs. Ooh, very nice. Let's see. Now we move on. We move on to other things, sirs and madams. A commentary on her eyes. Yes, she has one blue and one red when it comes to the aimbot eyes, because she is a bounty hunter. Remember that. She is an actual bounty hunter, and she has those aimbot eyes so she can have, you know, perfect aim and be able to get her prey, quarry, whatever you want to call it, as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Of course, she's never going to use that for Apex. Of course, she's never going to use that for any FPS games. Never, ever, 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 ever. Because that's not what anyone does. Of course, no one ever uses wall hacks or aimbots whenever they can. And this is a illegal aimbot in wall hack because she has it in her eye. But what's the main thing, what the main wonderful thing is aimbot eye tracks with her mouse movements and clicks. That is actually amazing that they can code it that way, that they can make it work that way. That is very good. I don't know what kind of, I don't think it's vBridger that would do that, because vBridger is the one that it's used a lot for Live 2D. I don't think it would be vBridger who does that. I don't know what program she uses or if it is a custom-made program. Either way, it is freaking amazing. It is very nice, and I'm glad she has it. Thought it was really cool detail from Doki's Papa. Celia, I thought I'd share. It says, Celia is so goated. Yeah, Celia is very goated. To be able to do that, it's insane. Doki's new model is amazing, yes. It says, ahoy, ahoy, ahoy. So yeah, it's a lot of Doki news today. A lot of Doki news today. It's gonna be pretty much a Doki extravaganza with a little bit of other news mixed in, of course. Now this one is interesting. We might hear a little bit of the orchestral thingy-madoobs. The theme for Doki's outfit reveal was commissioned by orchestral composer Aya 811 and performed by an actual orchestra. That was that must have been expensive. That must have been expensive for the song. I mean, you can compose it, yes, but actually having an orchestra do that, that's thousands of dollars. That is a G move by somebody. Holy crap. Let's hear a little bit of it, because of course you can only hear a little bit of it. Let's make sure that it gets heard. That is actually pretty freaking good. That is freaking good. Holy crap. I just wanted to give you a little piece of that. Just wanted to give you a little piece of that. But yeah, it's actually pretty darn good. Pretty darn nice to have that. How much did Doki spend for a skin suit reveal? Yes. And it's like, I guess it's been 4 months worth of earnings, so I assume everyone she hired gave more than what she paid for, because she definitely pays them well. She definitely does. She's been known for that since Selen period. She has been known for that, so she definitely absolutely paid them well. Knowing she has a bunch of announcements in July next month, plus her birthday, she must have already allotted a portion of the resources there. Her entire team is just crazy good. Absolutely. Everything is crazy good on her end. We don't have an exact figure yet, but she said most she's ever spent on a single project. That says a lot, because she spent a lot on projects before. Apparently you can make an awesome top tier production when the money you spent doesn't go to finance someone else's yacht. No wonder it was so epic. I hope she doesn't spend all of her revenue. Doki, please make some profit. Of course she's going to be doing this a lot, because she always does this, where she pays the artist perfectly well. She pays them very, very handsomely, which is what is deserved, unlike what Nijisanji does. There we go. Let's move it actually a little bit like that. There we go. It says a real orchestra. Doki's insane. Doki's new model is amazing. Sup, Bao Bao? Bao Bao! It's been a while, Bao Bao. Glad you're back. Glad you're around. Retro model, the one with the thief lore, the new skin suits, bounty hunter lore, the real orchestra. Did you hear the new Vispo EN teaser? Yeah. Nijisanji left the chat. I'm actually going to do that right now, actually. Scared to know how much this thing costs. I'm going to need to go soon in 107 minute cents. Oh, okay. The Oshinoshim, yeah, no problems. No problems, Oya Monster. The artist, the animator says a bunch. She spent, yes, that's what she spent. How much did she spend? Yes. And that's an independent VTuber doing more than what Nijisanji would do. Showcase fundings has to be more than her last project. Selen gave how really ambitious the project was. Why you pay now pays you more in the future. I'm always around, Salvi. You're always around. Yes, you're always around. Hi, why is fun, son? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's take a look at Vispo. Taking a look at what's going on in the EN sphere with Vispo in this case. Let's take a look and see. The members are Reima Aotsuki, Aria Kuroha, and Jira Jisaki. These three here. I like it. I like their looks. I like their looks. The one on the right, very cute, very good. June 29th, 6 p.m. PDT, 6:40 p.m. and 7:20. So they're giving them 40 minutes to do their things. It is absolutely amazing. Yano is more Japanese with just Vispo EN existing. They've already made miracles. Let's take a look at each and every one of them. Okay, so we go Reima Atsuki here. She has nothing yet, but it's just started. It's just been announced. Nobody on Reddit by that name, apparently. Aria Kuroha. And they're going to start them there, I guess. Jira Jisaki, Vispo EN. They're already had 7.82. They're already doing very well. 7.9k subscribers, 7.8k subscribers. And already, Yano is, since my debut, I've been told over and over again that I'm not Japanese. But with creation of EN, I feel like Kuromu's Japanese-ness has increased a lot. Thank you, EN. Of course. Always. So happy to see new cousins. Please carry me to the battlegrounds. Let's go. Kiri Volt is, I think, also part of Vispo, I believe. So yeah. Good luck on the debut. One day, want to be a part of something like this. You know, one day, I would like to be part of something like this as well. It's very nice. But yes, the waiting rooms are now open for each and every one of their lives. Let's take a look at the waiting rooms. And of course, the server's having issues, trouble finding that site. Why? Oh, it's because it's one of those thingies. Why do they do this though? I'll look at their actual YouTubes though. I'll look at their actual lives there. Their debut stream lives are upcoming there because it's using some weird redirect, and my system doesn't like those redirects because I have a system to prevent malicious redirects. So these are all the debuts. They're all set up and ready. The waiting rooms are ready. It's going to be fun times. Just wanted to give you a little bit of update on Vispo and what they're doing for their talents. They are, yes. Also frequently lurk. Yes, Eva, Bao Bao, thank you for always being here. Thank you for always lurking. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Hollow Justice members are so cute. Put in enough all but one I know. The teaser is so good. As long as it's not all Apex and Valorant, it could be interesting. Put together a basic content creation strategy for VTubing groups, playing around with the idea of launching one, but I'm super big planner type. Just a nugget of an idea. Looking forward to watch the very first Vispo EN. Looks so much like Hollow Justice. Hopefully they do it properly, like Hollow Justice did. Hopefully. That's my hope at least. But you never know. With anything VTuber related, you never really know. Let's go. We talked about this. Here are all the wonderful references that Doki's collab partners references in the Battlebirds clip that they could find. Let's take a look at all of them. This one is the Battlebirds, which is of course Apex Legends. It says friends list made mint. Monarch Amalie right on the right. Tenjin, also Do King as her name from Sajam Slam, right here on the right. Eggmint, Monarch, Tenjin, suspects, Do King, all those. Yes, those are nice references. She has here all the bottom right on the which came first. Gumi, Uto, and Atare. Nice. Altair, right on the right. Altair. Gumi, Uto, or Altair. And then you have all these people. Kill this. Axel kills Altair. Nana kills Gerard. Matt kills Slime. RPR kills Gumi. Brawl Pro kills Coney. Player kills Axel. RPR kills Player. Gamer of the Year, Dokibird, FPS VTuber, Facebook, TTV, YouTube. That's what she put as her plaque. All of, Zentreya, all the other sticker packs, the Gooners, Hito, Mint, Axel, Tempo, Zen, Gigi, Amalie, TTO, Celia, Shachi, Shy Lily, RPR. They're all there. Yes, they're all there. The Shachi pack, Tenjin pack, Unnamed pack, DTTO pack, Battle Error Game Client, Coney, Ruben, Slime, Wife Number 4 reference. Yes, this is all amazing. In What's New, DTTO, Uto, Tenjin, Usan, Friends List, Sure 4, Jack Jesus, Random VTuber number 13, Lazy Matt Man, Brawl Pro, repeat of What's New, Tempo, and Nice Wig. Just all that wonderful stuff. A lot. Langoon, the others, Chonky, all of them, Nice Wig. Of course, Zen is in there. I remember the Zen reference, and Altair Egg, yes. So lots and lots of references. Also, Mume said oh hi. She said that part in one of the voice packs, I believe. Even here, Gerard can't catch a break. We already know that Nana destroyed Gerard. She didn't have to remind us of that massive L. Via Melee 2 in an FPS game, which is throwing salt in the wound. I saw the VTuber award. I was watching it live. It was a massive FU Nijisanji. I won that, me, and you can never take that away from me. Now this is dedication. Did not expect Shachi or Mume to appear, but it was really sweet. Yeah, it was in the part that said, oh hi. That's the part. Why not? It's well known that they had close friends. I'm glad that Shachi was there. Of course, she always puts close friends there. But Shachi shows up a couple screenshots I've seen. Thanks for your hard work. It was an end game levels of crossover for Dokiness, and very proud and happy that she did this. She was very proud of her friends. She's very happy to put her friends in there. She's always going to be the one to do this because she's always appreciates everybody who had a hand in what she does. Really hope so too. Yep, hope it's going to be good. Funny how many references she did. Lots of references, pretty well made. It was nice to see Zen was in there in the lore. Next thing we learned in July is Doki Bounty Hunter skin collabs with Apex. Oh, that would be interesting. I don't put it past Apex to actually do that because Apex, I believe, Apex and EA sent her like a couple of care packages, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't doubt that they would do that. I don't actually doubt they would go that far to give Doki a win somewhere. You know what I mean? Because yeah, they sent her a care package, I believe. When the whole Selen thing happened, they sent her a care package. Watch the Vispo EN trailer, and it's good and very nice animation, just like a real anime. See, even medium-sized organizations do a better job than Nijisanji. Goddamn. Ooh. See, put this one. Where did I put this one? Yeah, I think I put it here. Yeah, I put it here. With the other means. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Thank you, Mervin. Of course, when someone like Dokibird, who used to be Selen, actually has successes, actually does something good for herself, there's always going to be someone who's salty. There's always going to be someone who wants to knock her down. Shade of yellow-orange is a choice. If you're going to bring over everything else, why didn't you at least make it purple and pretty, or at least blue or something? Like if we're copying homework and you have money, hire someone with eyes and peace and love. It's the same woman who did Selen, who did the Dokibird, the new one. So, these people are definitely salty. Is it the same artist? It is the same artist. She really said, let's move on. Doesn't move on. Really liked her before, but some of her choices since then have been oof. This is salty people, of course. Pat is fine. It's just that we're looking basically at the same faces, you know. I can see she is one of the misses of the past. She's the one who's going to say, but I didn't want to get crucified. Braver than me. She really said, let's move on. Let's not move on. Really liked her before, blah, blah, blah. They have been bad, but you can say it. Another thing is that it's really bad how much bad behavior has been all but ignored by her, even though they have threatened to beat people up. She's not in control of her community, and I don't even think those people are actually a part of her community, just people trying to co-opt her into whatever war that they're having with whatever group of people. I think some are bad and some weren't bad, but it's odd. It's something she and her fans are comfortable with already, but it's definitely odd considering it's so related to her bad experiences. Same with her fan name and Oshi mark. She can do what she wants, but her model is eh. So people are yeah, they're really trying to cope with that. To Abomination, just go ahead and say that. Yeah, these people are I'm pretty sure Twisty would not like people saying that. If you know you're talking about communities, you know, the livers not liking what their communities are doing or should be saying something. I don't think Twisty would like you doing this kind of stuff, you know? Whoever your name is, Ning or whatever. Just using the same logic that you're using onto you. If you want to use that logic, it's going to get used on you as well. But yeah, I mean, Twisty doesn't even care, probably. Twisty doesn't even know this person. Why even bother with those losers, though? The outfit reveal event has already a slap to the face. Everyone else is now happy. It had really good CCV. I think it had like some 20k CCV or something. Kahneman and other people involved in this huge project to receive the commission money from Doki, and in turn gave Doki the best outfit reveal event for her. Yeah, she gave them enough money, more than enough money, paid them really well, and that it showed in the final product. So just let Dokibird be herself, let her be happy, let her have fun, and then just move on. I mean, freaking A. She's moving on. She's taking back whatever she wants to take back and moving on. Yeah, it's a lot of tears. A lot of tears from the sisters. Can I just say something positive about Doki for once? No, they won't. They won't. Hoppy, they never will. I wonder doesn't move on. Sent in a new fat electrician video. Story of the real life Rambo. Great vid later. Yes, I'll watch that. Needy Sister in Disguise. Not a Twisty fan. More likely Needy Sister trying to cause a flame war. Yeah, supposedly Needy Sisters don't like Twisty at all. Because she supposedly said something against Nijisanji or something like that. Yeah. Because remember, she made a joke about how Nijisanji is a bunch of harassers. They're a bunch of, like, it's horrible there. Yeah, it was the same person who did Illyria and Selen's model, so it's basically, that's why it looks alike. Because it's the same model mama. She got the model mama for her again, because that's amazing. I mean, why not retake that? Why not show her that you still are friends with her, and you still want her to you know, you still want to support her, the model mama. That's the best way to do it, you know? Haname will go, don't be much support her child. She probably will. And of course, the blog stuff, we're going to take a look at what's being said. Let me see if I can get this translated for you. Google Translate. We're going to go with websites. So we're gonna move this there we are. Let's see what you guys are saying. Probably also Vivi, because they know she's suffering, want to STFU about the informed NBA collab. Just say it and my mouth dropped. Yes. Last Arisu Oshiro stream, which was a member, she debuted an outfit with just her in pajamas. Oh, that's so cute. Eva says, yes, when she's collabed with her gen mates, they more or less bullied her in chat. We're legit happy when she left. Even her gen mate had to correct the behavior. Yes, I remember. That was really messed up. They really don't like her for some reason. She's just a meme queen. I mean, there are a lot of people who are meme queens, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Japanese comment on Doki's new outfit. Start from comment 256. People in the moderator announcements here. Here we go. Comment 256. We'll start from there. What this person's saying. Dokibird's new outfit costume invading begins. I was talking about Toa-sama's palette. The voice of Bibu posted an X. Starts off with scratchy sound. Subaru's costume is amazing. So, those Elizabeth archive remaining. Let's see what these people had, because they actually chose the right ones. So this is the joy of the one who escaped prison. This is a fun message board. She's so tatsuki when she turns on the heterochromia, LMAO. I've not seen her before. Why is Doki able to extend her neck? Oh yeah, she has a specific toggle where she extends her neck. Back when she was Selen, she had a long neck, so it's an old joke. My translation skills are ass, by the way, so only use them for entertainment. The new Doki reminds me of Tanya. Yes, Tanya, from the anime. Tanya Dugerchoff from the anime, yes. Yugo Senki or something like that? Yujo Senki, I believe, something like that. 412, etc. Fellows are discussing the varying subsets of panty shots. Oh god. Not good enough to understand the first post. Something like, I like this. Haven't seen this side of Pekora before. Second post replies something like, kind of like this. Oh my goodness. These people are, they're special in their own way. Third post and says something like, nah, it's kind of different. The Pekora picture isn't just you can see your panties. It's like, yeah, you can see my panties, but it's fine and kind of great. Fubuki picture is embarrassed. Oh god. They're talking about panty shots. Why the heck are they talking about panty shots? I don't know. Because someone provide English highlights in the comments. They're glad Doki got out. She's got a long neck. They're wondering why. Do you think she'll join Vispo EN? They're doing very well as an independent. I doubt she will. Come to think of Vispo EN do alright. They're oversaturated over there. JP folks seriously understanding the hold FPSs have on Western type folk. Any color getting encircled from all four directions. Phase, Vispo, Shoujo, various indies. On the costume by Illyria and Selen's mama. It's good to see mama still getting along with the girl. Didi treated her mama like S. Cutting back on artists in general, and the fact that they, using them as a shield. Niji Sis claiming the hollow is going down today. Further was short sold by JP Morgan. Seems like their general withdrawal from the Nikkei index. Replied to with derision and mentions Riku's buyback as well. People are frustrated that GTA isn't getting much attention. The GTA collab. Discussion about what's ruining GTA collab. Surprise, surprise. People are blaming the hollow IS. It's basically the sisters again ripping into those who are not their Kamiyoshi. But even Kuzaha and Kane get really tired of this S. Management will really take over the event. Yeah, because they always gone well. Eye roll. Yeah, they're wanting to see management take control of the GTA collab, which is not going to be a good thing. It's never a good thing when management takes control of this. Never. Vivi should be subjected to being shouldn't be subjected to being bullied by her stream chat and her coworkers. It was cat pajamas. Ooh, cat pajamas are cute. Super Saiyan Dokibird. What's up, Inochi? What's up, what's up, what's up? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. It's anime when we are not talking about panty shots. Yeah. When are we not talking about panty shots? Exactly. When in doubt, blame Holo for everything. Exactly. It's Hololive's fault. It's always Hololive's fault that Nijisanji is bad at what they do. Always and forever going to be Hololive's fault, of course. Yeah, this is just dumb. This part is just dumb. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. What's their replies? All good, Inochi. Of course. Make sure to take care of yourself. Get some food, get something to eat, get something to drink, whatever it is. Just chill. Hololive is negligible to the sisters, at least that's what they think. Riding his bike, sticks a branch to his wheel, falls in and blames Hololive. I think they've done that before. I think that meme is out there somewhere. I think they've done that somewhere before. Still can't believe they effing blame Selen Doki for having a problem paying the artist, where a new skin suit debut and a long history of good relationship with artists showed that she's nothing but a huge supporter of artists. And the fact that she paid so much for artists to do everything correctly, to do everything right by her and by the community, the fans. Selen and the artists actually came out when the whole accusations popped out with Selen supposedly not paying artists. Artists actually came out and were like, no, Nijisanji was the one who never paid us. Selen ended up paying us out of her own pocket because Nijisanji would never do it. Now that is something, of course, you have to take a look at. They aren't above lying and slandering people for their image and to scare other members from getting funny ideas. This isn't the first time it happened. This will not be the last time it happens. The black company always does this. She was never the problem, it was always the company. Niji lied because they know their ardent fans will believe them and they hoped the others would believe them as well. But the artist came out and supported her. Another thing that effed up them over more than anything, I guess they were expecting standard Asian etiquette when they'd be contacted in private to correct their error. Completely not expecting most of the artists and sponsors to clap back or pull out. And that's the issue. They tried to blame Selen, but the artists came back and were like, no, Selen pays us. Selen paid us out of her own pocket. Nijisanji was the one that wasn't able to do the contracts correctly, got our names wrong, got the NDAs wrong, got all this other stuff wrong, and Selen did everything right. Yep, panty shot makes an anime. They can bark, but they can't bite. Gigi is so innocent. Acknowledging it's their own fault will make them lose sanity. Nijisanji is stingy as heck. You can't break a man the way you do a dog or a horse. Also, is it Hololive's fault that Nijisanji basically said they're going to stop supporting Yen? Exactly, it's not. These are things that Nijisanji is doing in and of themselves, you know? Now we're moving on to something else. Someone's wondering why they chose to go back to their own mama, their old Selen mama. They probably had a really good relationship with the Selen mama and, you know, wanted to get her back because, number one, she'd made a very good job with Selen. And number two, you know, if you have a friendship, a relationship like that, you're going to want to keep it. Basically, the reason why I wanted to go with this artist as my new mama is because I really wanted to make them proud of me as one of their new VTuber children. Because I felt that I wasn't really able to do that in the past. Oh, that's very sweet of her. And I didn't really have a lot to give them in the past to show my efforts or accomplishments or accomplish much or even be a good VTuber child. So she thought she wasn't a good VTuber child, which I'm guarantee you the mama never thought that. Sort of round two, it's like round two of however many. I really wanted to accomplish so much more and then see all these sponsors and merch that we'll be getting in the future and their design to make up for not having much in the past. Sort of a little bit of disappointment. That's why I really wanted to go with them as my mama, because I wanted to like make up for everything. And I really love all the stuff they've done. And they've always been super, super duper supportive. And I really just wanted to make them feel proud of me. Dokibird is a really good egg. to make them proud. I guarantee you that the model mama is very proud of Selen when they were Selen and Dokibird now. I guarantee you. This is, of course, another situation where Dokibird didn't feel like she was marketable or didn't feel that she did enough. Dokibird is someone who wants to make other people proud and do her hardest to make people proud. Sachi was a disappointment. I'm torn between being on cloud 9, happy that she's able to have this, able to feel like she can show Kaname how thankful she is. I mean, absolutely livid that she was made to feel a disappointment in the first case. 100%, they broke both Doki and Mint's spirits, but other livers there aren't mentally any better. She hatched out of a bad nest and showed them all how it was done. Absolute legend. Absolute cinema. Changed flair from new livers to ex-new livers. The source is over here, of course. It's a YouTube thing, a YouTube part. Two moms. She really a good kid and breaking kayfabe for a second. I know that not every VTuber is like the character they portray, and it's fine because it's all entertainment. Like who you like and all. However, for me, I'd sense them being unauthentic. I tend to tune out. Doki was never unauthentic, and of course you're not going to tune out from Doki. I always see Doki and Selen as very authentic. From other possibilities, she was first EN VTuber I really liked, and I wonder if she was the one most popular EN because people sense the same thing. Yes, people sense that she was very real and very authentic with everything she does. Let's see what you guys are saying. Can't break a man the way you do a dog or a horse. Anyone's curious about the quote? It's Jackal quote from Far Cry 2. Did say she thinks she didn't make her mama proud. That's why she chose the old mama. I'm pretty sure mama is super proud. What's up, Johan? What if Mint had a new skin suit and the elements from Pomu? I'd pop off so hard if that happens. That'd be hilarious. Yes. Another jab. She said she never had so much movement. I remember that. She said it was like in the beginning that she never had so much movement. She also stated she prefers people she's worked with in the past rather than new people, so it makes sense to use the same artist. I mean, yeah, it's people you know. You already know what to expect. You already know the work to expect, you know? That Dokibird sore now. Yeah, she also joked about how she is too lazy to make a S-ton of NDA. She prefers the people she known. Will Illyria get new artist or model? I don't think she's going to get a new artist or model. I don't know if Illyria's had her 3.0 yet, but I don't think she's going to get a new artist or model, Wires Found Son. I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. I mean, like, what new artist would she be able to get? I don't think, and I mean, I don't think the mama dislikes Illyria at all. So I don't think there's going to be an issue with like Illyria's artist disappearing or anything like that, you know? Thank you, Salty Dog, for being here. Yeah, let Dokibird soar. Dr. Joke about she is too lazy to make an S-ton of NDAs. That makes sense. Because the people you know are going to be, make sure to protect your, like if you're already friends with them, they're going to, you know, protect your privacy without even having to have an NDA. At least that's what's expected. More than likely, that's actually what would happen. Like, the mama wouldn't want to spill anything because then it would be negative. Like, sometimes you don't even need NDAs because, hey, Trickskin, welcome. Welcome, Trickskin. Sometimes NDAs aren't even needed because you have, like, you would have somebody being really strong out there, and you don't want the bad publicity of being the person who, you know, spills the beans, so to speak. Let's see, and these are gonna be all, yeah, all her, just a little bit of memes. So here we go. Apparently, there are people that are going to be comparing Doki to Mika Neko. There is no comparison there. Some other VTubers who have hired the same artist after leaving the agency. List may be incomplete. Kiryu Koko and Kei-san, Delutaya and Mano Alo, Michimochi V and Mika Melatika, possibly more. Wachter, Hina Misura and Meiko 5, Luna Rudine and Nishi Nixieva, Morino Merun and Kurai Rose, possibly more. Yeah, people always try to get people that they know. If they know the quality of what they're getting, if they can see the quality of what they're getting, then of course they're going to be like, oh, yeah, let's do this, you know? Anyone trying to use that argument is not arguing in good faith and should be summarily ignored. Doki made it very clear why she went with Kaname, and anyone who actually watched her or is actually interested in finding out knows it. Suzuhara Lulu also. I think the only reason Mika Neko example sticks out as a sore thumb is because it looked like so little variation. Yeah, it just basically looked like a change in color of hair. That's the issue. If you make it look more original, like what Dokibird did, then yeah, that's not a big issue. Of course, you're going to have similarities because people have art styles that they've created after many, many years of doing their art. Mika Neko asked Yasuyuki Mama to do her design for similar reason. Her character and brand, for the lack of a better word, were the result of her own hard work rather than something a company handed to her. So why shouldn't she reclaim that as an indie? The issue here seems to be people using Mika Neko's very existence as an ad hominem. She's a complex and polarizing person, sure, but she is and is very successful VTuber at the moment. So yeah, also, I don't appreciate people digging into people's past like that and still digging at them when they're trying to be better. Mika Neko is doing everything that she's doing therapy. She's doing a ton of things to try to be better. Dokibird is doing her best to be a better person as well. You know, just let them become what they want to be. Let them become the new person that they want to be. Her mama sells a banner picture of X, Selen, and Lyra. I saw that one. Yes. See, there were some VTuber models, which you can tell two different VTubers have the same mama. And nothing wrong with that, of course. Sometimes it's best for your own reputation not to leak. NDA or not. Exactly, Sketch. That's why a lot of people don't leak. That's why I don't leak. I still don't leak. Look, I'm out of my NDA with DreamWorks, but I still don't leak the things that I've seen. Why? Because if I ever possibly want to go back into entertainment industry, I want to make sure that there's nothing that could harm me for that. I'm not under NDA anymore because all the projects that I knew about are long gone. Like, there are projects I have no clue about now that exist because I have been gone from DreamWorks for like 6-7 years now, like 8 years actually. And everything that DreamWorks has done is long gone. Like, I was around the time when Boss Baby came out. That's when I was around. And, you know, we all know how old Boss Baby is. So I was around that time. But, like, seriously, I would never do that anyways because, like, it would affect my reputation. It would blacklist me from all of the entertainment industry. And sometimes you want to go back to those things. Lyra at this point won't get new model skin if Kamama is too busy with workload. If Lyra gets a new skin suit, you have to be someone who has worked on previous MV covers she has uploaded. Yeah, probably. I don't care anymore about Mika Neko, so let her do whatever she does. Dougie wasn't bad. She doesn't have better, just herself. You used to be a DreamWorks employee? Yes, I used to be a DreamWorks employee. Yes, I did. Yeah, I feel ancient with Boss Baby. It's hot over here, too. It was 82 degrees at 8 in the morning. What the hell? That's too hot. That's too freaking hot. Right now, for the first time in a long time, I have to have my AC on in the morning. This is freaking insane. I'm not used to having my AC on this early in the morning. Like, it's not even, like, I usually turn on at 1 or 2 p.m. my time. But no, today I had to do it a lot earlier because it's freaking hot outside. Yes, Doki does look gorgeous in the new skin suit. The new skin suit needs new memes, of course. Doki looks gorgeous in her new skin suit. You're as beautiful as the day I lost you. This is from Dragons. How to Train Your Dragon. And there she goes. She has a long neck. She has a long neck toggle. And she has, you know, she smiles very well. She has a lot of movement. She has a lot of new toggles. She showed every single one of them. Tons of new toggles. And people are just having fun with this, of course. A little fun merch idea for Dokibird's new skin suit. Because she said everyone was telling her that she's flat. She's like, she could be wearing a sports bra. She, you know, just, it's also loose fitting clothes. It looks like she's flat. So, you know, the cutting board, of course, the petanco cutting board is, of course, what they're showing now. And another fun little meme. We're going to do a little bit of switcheroo with my sloppy edits. Dokibird made mint. Yes. A little bit of switcheroos right there. Not sure Mint is deep enough pockets to recommission her mama. We'll see how the model reveal, I guess, the shippers would go crazy. They basically swapped hair colors. If Doki can commission a goddamn orchestra, I doubt Mint is making orders of magnitude less money. Well, who knows? Who knows? Be really effing funny, but I also kind of doubt that she would do that since her whole brand is mint colors, yes. Like, yeah, the Made Mint, I don't think she would change to be, you know, that kind of color because, like, yeah, everything is mint related, so I don't think it would go that way. First time, Yeah, hot over here in Georgia. Like, I usually don't, to the end, what I mean is I usually don't turn on my AC that early. Usually it's maybe like 1 or 2 p.m. my time. And mostly I try to do it in the afternoons, where there's not peak times of, you know, needing to have this. And I also have it set so the room stays around 76 degrees or so. I don't want it to be like freaking on all the time. So it turns off the compressor, turns the compressor back on, turns the compressor off, turns it back on, that type of thing. Same thing when she first debuted in Corpo. We thought she's Petan. She was even flatter. She had to ask for more. It's like 98 in Puerto Rico. I can go up to 110. Holy crap, man. It's just, yeah. Outside today, it's going to be like 95 or so. Around there. Not 98 or 110 like you're saying, but 95 or so today. I mean, it is summer in this Western Hemisphere. So it kind of makes sense that this is going to happen. But it still sucks. Because it's gonna freaking suck. Now, moving on to other stuff, of course. Of course. Because, of course, we're going to have to cover other news. We did Dokibird for a bit. Now we're doing other news. Kotoka provided vocals for Finana's upcoming group cover. It's not to incite hate. I just wanted to share maybe a small Koto update. Song cover teaser. If anyone missed my birthday stream, I'll release a group song cover. The premiere room will be posted near the end of this week. I hope you look forward to it. Cyberpunk Dead Boy by Maki. Also, make sure to follow and support the people who helped contribute. Vocals, Claude, Shu, Kotoka Torahime, Meloko, Finana. So most people who have not been involved in any drama. Illustrations, Paper Cider. Luckily, they're doing credits here, which is amazing. You should do that. You should always do that. This is a win for Finana. Her doing her song cover. Like I try to always tell you guys, there's not always going to be negative stuff here. There's going to be a lot of positive if I can find it. Just that so far, Nijisanji has always been negative lately. Kotoka has been on a health hiatus for how many months now? Surprised she even gave Finana vocals for her if she's supposed to be resting. Her last stream on her channel was 12th of February, so 4.5 months. Don't assume this pre-recorded stuff is new. A while back, Petra, I think it was her, released a cover from vocals from someone from ID that had been graduated for months. Entirely possible the recordings were done before or because she was planning to disappear. So, I mean, even if it was during her hiatus, what's wrong with doing it during a hiatus? There's nothing wrong, particularly being objective. There's nothing wrong with singing for a friend, if you consider them a friend, during a hiatus. You'll do a favor like that for friends. Friends do that. Can't help but wonder when she did recorded her vocals for Finana's group cover. Also, mental health break, why jump straight back into work for someone else's song cover? Because it's a friend. Sometimes you do that for people. Just why only raised a lot of concerns. Could have been planned long before the hiatus, and maybe management had been that slow, or in the middle of her break, she volunteered to do so, considering it was Finana's birthday after all. So yeah, I consider this a positive thing. Consider this a good thing. But wasn't she the one who said singing helps her mentally? And if it does help her mentally, then that's why she did it. You know, it's great. I'm not always going to be negative about stuff. I'm glad Kotoka, if it did help her out, I'm glad she did it. My heat pump hasn't been able to keep up with the 90-degree weather. Remember, it's the same thing when first debuted in Corpo. We thought she's Petan. Bro, even okay with noontime. As an Asian, I'm jealous now. A little early for these temps, though. What? Wait, 90 Fahrenheit? Tis the same thing as my home? Yeah, it's hot. It's freaking hot. I hate that it's so hot, though. I hate that it's hot. It's hot! It's too hot. It's way too hot. Singing during a hiatus would mean hiatus wasn't secret punishment, maybe? Yeah, if she was singing during a hiatus and it wasn't secret punishment, it's actually a health hiatus. It's 81 with a nice breeze. Also, you have to remember this. Right now, my PC, my current PC, is pumping out 130-degree temperature air into my room. You have to remember that. I have a heater in my room right now, which is my PC, which has been pumping freaking all that heat into my room. It's freaking insane. Okay, who was this person before? Ah, Suzuka Utako. Okay. This is Suzuka Utaka. This is a bit of, I guess, kayfabe breaking. Not too kayfabe breaking. It's basically, you remember Utako Suzuka was someone who graduated from NIJP. She was a long-time person in NIJP. And she has decided to reincarnate because she wasn't leaving VTubing. She was just leaving Nijisanji to be able to follow either her dream or whatever creative endeavors that she wanted. It seems to be a common theme when it comes to Nijisanji talents, unfortunately. But here we have instant reincarnation again. What the F is happening with NIJP? This is Utako Suzuka, who was in NIJP back in the day. And here we have the new one, which is Novel Tsukamoto, which is, you know, doing her stuff. This is a basically Creepy Nuts, the Mashle cover. The boom, bam, boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam, boom, boom. That one. I'm not going to play it because it is copywritten, of course. And yeah, Tsukamoto novel or novelle. And yeah, she's doing her stuff. She is going strong, going hard. And it looks like she was planning this, but more power to her. It's not like a Problems Niji appeared out of thin air or branch exclusive. If something can sink the yacht for good, it's JP talents indirectly divulging information on their own funny practices against local work culture. For years, Niji worshippers stalked ex-Niji livers, pointing fingers at their CCV and laughed, saying it proves leaving Niji was a mistake for them, ignoring many problems, including the 2%. Yuki Chihiro proved actually it's Nijisanji, which is laughable, and JP livers can do better outside of Nijisanji. A lot of EN livers are proving the same thing. Their logic flow is dumb. They're really making mistakes with trying to affect people. It says the cover was there on Utaka Suzuka. Basically, Novel Tsukamoto is the same person. Give her a follow and subscribe. Yeah, follow her, subscribe. Give her some support. She's doing something which is, you know, scary, going on your own. But she is going to be doing great, and I know it. I hate when it's hot and when you're sleeping, you stick to the... Oh, God, yes. Azure Abyss, yes. Welcome for the first time chat. But yeah, I absolutely hate when that happens. Like, I'm a person who sweats a lot. So, like at night, I go without sheets, but still, somehow, I get sweaty. I hate it. I hate it. Hello, hello, Azure Abyss. Yeah, my room's a furnace. Oh, God. Send it to me on Discord. Send it to me on Discord, Zenny. Small price to pay for entertainment? Yes. Drawing GG, and to be honest, the art is actually pretty good. Oh, nice. When I lived in California, I could stand the high heat better, but the humidity is awful. Yeah, humidity can hurt you. It can be 80 degrees. If the humidity is like 40 or 50%, or higher than 50%, you are suffering. My room right now has a reasonable humidity because, as you know, air conditioners dry the air up. Or at least it seems like they dry the air up. So, we have a situation where, like right now, we have 28 degrees, 28%, 28% humidity, which is not too bad, considering. Another little meme section of the situation with Usan. He's basically Michi Mochi V's right there. That's hilarious. It's hilarious to have her there. I consider this a little meme situation. It's basically Michi Mochi V was there. I don't know if she was added post or she was actually there, but yeah, it's hilarious to see that because they're friends. They know each other. They've been friends for a while, so it's good. It's fun to see that. Maybe we should get a silver play button in a new reincarnation. Probably will. I don't doubt it. Like, a lot of Nijisanji livers do much better outside of Nijisanji than they did inside. Or at least just as good. 56 humidity and 92, that's painful. Laughing as almost a Southeast Asian. You're lucky sometimes the temperature can change in my country. Oh, God. Let's go for Aka Virtual. 1 month since we saw Pixel Link Gen 2 models and just a shadow of it. Like 10 to 15 minutes from the beach. Humidity. Oh, yeah. If you're 10 to 15 minutes from the beach, humidity gets horrible. Laughing as Algerian. People don't know what happens in a wet bulb event. Oh, God. What the hell is a wet bulb event? Is that cursed knowledge that I should not know? What is a wet bulb event? Heat and humidity are too high. The human body begins to lose the ability to sweat, meaning we can no longer cool ourselves off. I've been in those. I've been in those during when I went to go to the Dominican Republic. And also when I went to Isla Roatan, it was like, I kid you not. It was like 98, 99% humidity. It was fucking, oh God. It felt like I was stepping into a sauna, like a wet sauna. I could not sweat. I was just like, the sweat did nothing. She was actually there in Usan screaming Michi Chibi cute voice. 95 degrees and 100% humidity. Yeah, death in 5 hours. Yeah. Salvi, check your Discord DMs. I will. Jungle areas have nasty humidity. Isla Rotan is pure jungle. It's a jungle island. So it was horrible. It was bad. Holy crap. Yeah, I mean, like, even Dominican Republic was better. Isla Rotan, oh, when we went there, it was bad. That's why we only spent like an hour or two outside, and then we went back into the air-conditioned bus that we were a part of. Because, yeah, it was that bad. Trick Skin, Michi's Chibi is so funny. It fits her so well. It does fit her very well. Alright, Aka Virtual is entering the English market. Just like Vispo is, a lot of others are entering the English market. Nijisanji screwed. Is Mirror just a lot of companies enter the English market recently? Nijisanji pulls out. Others see a space to fill. Yes, there's a vacuum. And of course, people are going to fill it. They all realize JP market is saturated and follow Hollow's footsteps. When Niji S the bed, their viewers are going to go elsewhere. They want to try to capture those viewers before they find something else to watch. They hold auditions beforehand, and now they're about to release their first wave. So they saw the writing on the wall that Nijisanji wasn't doing anything for the EN market, and they decided, heck, we're going to take a look at this, and we're going to see what we can do. Aka Virtuals absolutely succeeded in their expansion to the ID market. They're now the definite number 2 here, just below the gigantic Hollow ID. Defeated local Maha 5 and filling Niji ID positions. Yeah, they're filling more positions. That's what they're doing. And taking a look in what they're saying, it's step into the magical world. We are Aka Virtual, based in Tokyo. We enable creators and brands to interact with fans through 3D virtual characters. We are excited to announce the launch of our English branch, a new VTuber agency in the English-speaking VTuber community. So that's good. Welcome to the English branch, of course. You know, welcome, welcome. Exciting. It's good to see other agencies that aren't as big as Nijisanji trying to fill in the English market. It is a largely untapped market. I mean, Hololive is doing that, and you know, you have Face Connect, Idol, etc. But it still has a lot of room for growth and a lot of room for others to get in there, which is what they're doing. This here is the person who used to be Gundo Mire. The tweet that they're putting here is saying that it's the worst. I recommend that no one buys any shares in any color Ltd. Yeah, their whole it looks like this is the trading volume was going down. It's like she's so brave saying that. I'm flabbergasted with it. As you know, Japan defamation law and stuff. Even the Japanese also reacted to it. You have here. It's funny that you're replying to complicated replies again. She might delete it because like this person says, Japanese defamation laws are actually pretty strong. What's more, usually they would say in a roundabout way for JP. It's to the point it gave me anxiety seeing this. She's braver than most men. Damn, she gave no Fs. The lads at Yahoo Finance Bulletin punching her right now. The boldness of this woman, holy, I fully respect that. Yes, it's really respectable. I'm glad that she's at least being able to speak out the way that she wants to. Of course, it's risky, but she knows the risk she's taking. And this is, you know, other stuff here. On a Hollow Justice side, oops, I clicked the wrong thing. On the Hololive Justice side, we're taking a look again at Raura Pantera, who did an art stream. I noticed one thing here in Hololive, and everyone is super warm and welcoming. It feels like I'm so lucky. And this is, of course, is alleged to be Uniho. A lot of people have verified it. They say it sounds the same. You know, everything, all their mannerisms are the same. Me, like Ollie, was a huge fan of Hollow too. Hard to get in, but rewarding in the end. I feel happy for her for the Gen 4 in this case. Knowing that at least 3 of them are, you know, have, like, all of them have done their hard work. Soya Poya, all the other people who are in there. It's very, very wonderful to see this. Given Hollow's popularity, I'm guessing most, if not all, the applicants of the company these days are fans of them. The days when Hollow had people joining them who didn't know much about them is way over. The other side of Nijisanji, Twisty is filled yourself. The other side, this, neglected strong together, I guess. It turns out fostering a healthy and supporting work environment does work wonders. Did you see the recent tweets from Fuamoko? Similar vibe. Recently, we find that we have to try our best every day to avoid crying because of just how thankful we are. All the staff work so hard. Amazing opportunities. We're able to make most of it. Yeah. And I mean, Fuamoko always appreciates that. We feel so fortunate we show our thanks better. This is the one right here. And all your references are supporting us. We feel so fortunate. We aren't sure how to thanks better. Please know, thankful and blessed we truly feel. Of course, everyone thanks them as well because they are doing amazing work and they deserve the work that they got. They deserve what's going on. To be fair, Pomu said the same thing about joining Nijisanji back in 2022. Stick to my beliefs. Maybe the favoritism and 2% were there from day one, but Niji had a welcoming community before, not so much now. And that's the issue. They don't have so much of a welcoming community now. They used to, but not anymore. At least it doesn't seem like it. You know? It doesn't seem like it, at least. But yeah, this is so far what we're going to be doing for the news side, of course. We are going to be going into... I'll watch like 1 or 2 different people. We are going to go here and see what's going on. Oh, Elizabeth Rose is doing some Valorant. Oh God, 10 days ago. I didn't. How to take way less damage in the Earth Tree? I think it's get good. I think absolutely it's getting good. I think that's what you have to do. Okay, now let me get the things going for you guys.
Hi, Ripani. Hello. A woman can't be your big brother. I don't want a big brother in the same company that I work in, okay? The what makes a big brother so sexually enticing is the fact that they do not work with... Oh, did I say that? Yay. Yes.
Sexually enticing.
Move on.
Sexually enticing. Sexually, she said it. Sexually enticing.
Anyways, move on. Please, move on. Sexually enticing. The what makes a big brother so sexually enticing is the fact that they do not work with it. Oh God. I say that?
Yeah, she said that. Yes. She said that. You said that.
Move on. God, chat, please move on. Come on. Anyways, move on. Please pick something else to be interested in today. Okay?
Yeah, she said the quiet part out loud.
3 years as a VTuber, by the way. 3 years as a professional working VTuber in a professional environment. It's true. If I had tongue rigging, I would stick my tongue out at you. Whatever. 3 years without an older brother. I don't need an older brother to keep me motivated at work, okay? Okay, let's be real. Let's be real. Do you want to work with your sibling? I used to work with my sibling. My sibling and I worked at the same job and it sucked because like we had to see each other 24/7. I mean, you already see your sibling all the time, but then like we worked at the same place.
Was it sexually enticing for them?
Ugly, stinky, stupid face all the time. Thank you for the cheatable dollar.
You
my favorite. But insisting unironically ruined my week one time. I'll never forgive you for it. What did you mean that the incest thing ruined your week?
Cover is getting FNAF perms. Nice.
Relations with your sibling and then blame it on me? That's not my fault. I don't have an older brother. Okay, that's what guys.
Nice. I didn't see you're getting 1 million subscribers. Very nice.
Let's get one thing clear, okay? The joke is really funny. The bit is
hard. I would argue hard that this does not serve the public good. It does. It does serve the public good.
really funny because I don't have an older brother. There's no possible way for me to obtain an older brother.
Oni-chan, enjoy it, yes.
Way, shape, capacity. So it's an awesome bit because it's like the least realistic thing to ever happen, but it's a great bit. It is. It's a really awesome bit. It's a bit. It's a bit. Please, guys, calm down. It's a bit.
Oni-chan
yes,
love.
It's absolute. Yeah, guys, stop. Whoa, chat, calm down, slow down. Come on, please. It's a bit. Nothing in Phase Connect is a bit.
Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. Nice. Oh my god. Nice. Oh my god.
Haskaru. Haskaru.
Oh my god. Hey, Blue John, thank you. Question, have you ever been approached to do any voice acting work? Yeah, actually, by like hentai games and stuff.
Oh wow.
So that's been interesting. Spoiler, didn't do them. Yeah, Maxor reached out for one of his vids, and then he reached out again, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll get on that, and then I didn't get on that. Don't know whatever happened there. Soda, thank you. ESL, no!
John Rambo, the action hero that was an unstoppable, unkillable Green Beret from the Vietnam War that went into battle with nothing more than a big knife. This video is not about him. It's also not about the man that inspired that character. That was Audie Murphy. This video is about the real Rambo, the actual man that was inspired to join the military because of Audie Murphy, that would go on to become a Green Beret and go into combat against 1,000 men with nothing more than a big knife. Today we're talking about call sign Tango Mike, aka that mean Mexican Master Sergeant Roy Benavidez.
That mean Mexican.
Born on August 5th, 1935, Roy's first memory in life was attending his own father's funeral after he had passed away from tuberculosis when Roy was 3 years old. 1 year later, Roy's mother would remarry, and 9 months after that, she would give birth to Roy's new half-sister. And from that moment on, Roy was essentially on his own. His parents gave all of their attention to their new daughter, and Roy and his younger brother Rogelio were kind of neglected. 2 years later, Roy's mother would develop a cough that would get progressively worse and worse, similar to how Roy's father had. Roy's mother now had tuberculosis too. And while she was on her deathbed, her husband, Roy's stepfather, would inform her that he would absolutely not be raising another man's kids. And 6-year-old Roy overhears this. He's terrified. He has no idea what's going to happen to him and his younger brother Rogelio. He's already lost his dad. He's about to lose his mom, and his stepdad doesn't want him, and that's the only family he's ever known in his entire life. On the day of his mother's funeral, his stepfather tells him and Rogelio to pack their things. They're going to go live somewhere else. They load up in the car, go off to where the funeral's held, and at the funeral, a man comes up and introduces himself as Nicholas Benavidez. He is their father's brother, Roy and Rogelio's uncle, and they're going to come live with him. After the funeral, they load up in Uncle Nicholas's car and they head off to El Campo, Texas, Roy and Rogelio's new home. Upon their arrival, they get to meet what is going to be their new immediate family. They have their Uncle Nicholas, their Aunt Alexandria, their grandfather Salvador, and their 8 cousins. Roy is informed that it is now going to be 7 boys sharing 4 beds, and that everyone in this family has to work to make this entire thing work because they don't have a lot of money. All the kids in the family are expected to go to school, get good grades, and then after school, they all have a job that they are expected to go out and do to help contribute to the family. And at the age of 7, Roy's first job was to go shine shoes to earn a little bit of extra money. Then in the summers or any other time the opportunity presented itself, they would all go out as a family and work in the fields picking crops. And this goes on for Roy's entire childhood, and his new family is incredible.
That happens a lot.
His grandfather Salvador,
a lot more than you would ever expect.
But they're also being spread across their work and the 9 other kids in the house, so no kid gets a whole lot of attention. So between that, losing both of his parents, and being abandoned by his stepfather, he's kind of an angry kid, understandably so. So at a young age, he developed a pretty bad attitude, and he was not afraid to fight about it. One of his favorite things to do when he was 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old was to go to the movie theater and watch the newsreels of all the different things that were happening in World War II, and he was inspired by the paratroopers. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to be in the United States Army. But the problem with this pastime of going to the movie theater to watch all the newsreels was that you had to pay to get inside, and Roy didn't have any money. All his shoe shining money went back to the family. So Roy and a bunch of other kids would wait outside the movie theater for one of the previous showings to leave, and hopefully rich people would throw their pocket change out and let all the poor kids scramble and fight over it. It didn't take young Roy long to figure out that if he just beat up all the other kids, he would get all the money, and then he wouldn't have to run and dive for pocket change.
Damn.
The enemy cannot push a button if you disable his hand.
And that's just the beginning of the fighting. It gets so much worse because as World War II progresses and all the young men go off to fight this war, there's a huge lack of manpower all across the United States. And to help alleviate that, one of the things the United States government does is basically opens up the southern border so that people can freely come into the United States.
Yes, the Bracero program.
Because of that, there ends up being this huge misconception, especially in any state bordering Mexico, that any person of Hispanic descent wasn't even American. They were just some Mexican that was showing up to work in the fields.
Y el acento, ¿dónde are you from?
Scranton. Y before that, La Philadelphia.
This leads to young Roy getting picked on at school. All the kids are calling him a dumb Mexican. They're telling him he's not American. They're calling him a pepper belly. And he's like 8, 9 years old. He has no idea what's going on. So he goes to his grandfather, Salvador. And Grandpa explains to him, Roy, the Benavidez family fought against Mexico to gain their independence, just like any white person's ancestors fought against Great Britain to get their independence. Your mother was Yaqui Native American. You are just as much, if not more American than anybody else. The Benavidez family name is Mexican, but we are Americans. You have multiple cousins fighting for America in the war right now. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not American, which is a great sentiment. I love it. However, what young, angry Roy honed in on was they fought for it. From this point forward, anybody that wants to make fun of Roy has a fight on their hands, and they almost never won. Because Roy, at the age of 9, 10 years old, has been working in fields and shining shoes after school every day for years. He is way above the average level of toughness for a young man. And Roy wasn't even that big of a kid. If anything, he was smaller than average, but none of the bullies were bigger than him either once they were looking up at him from the flat of their back, which is always where they happen to find themselves eventually. Now, it's also important to mention that Roy, while he does have a temper and he's not afraid to fight about it, he does have standards. He was being raised right by his aunt and his uncle and his grandfather. Roy would not hit a girl if a girl made fun of him.
He's a good kid.
But what he would do is when they went out to recess, he would kick dirt at her until her brother or her boyfriend came to stop him, and then he'd beat the shit out of that guy.
Hello.
Ah, nice.
And this goes on for Roy's entire childhood. He's always getting in fights. He struggles in the classroom academically, but outside of school, he does work super hard to help provide for his family. He still loves going to the movie theater, watching all the newsreels about World War II. He still wants to grow up to be a paratrooper, and he also loves hanging out with his uncle and his grandfather, Salvador. And his grandpa had all these amazing stories that he would share with him, and all these stories had some underlying meaning or some lesson that Roy needed to be taught. And his favorite story was when his grandpa was younger and he was a cowboy, and he was on this trail, and another cowboy had fallen off his horse down onto a cliff face, and he was stuck. And Grandpa Salvador stopped, took his belt off, and lowered it down to help pull this cowboy up and save his life. And the moral of that story was, when somebody needs help, you help him. And all this keeps going on until he's about 14 years old and he drops out of school. He's not going to go to high school. He's just going to go get a full-time job and help support his family. So that's what he does. He goes out and he starts working at this local tire shop. Uncle Nicholas, realizing that Roy is going to be a man soon and that getting in fights like he does is going to have real-world repercussions, figures that he needs to help Roy get over that somehow. So he encourages Roy to start amateur boxing, and Roy is incredible at it. He makes it all the way to the state tournament his first year of doing it. While there, he ends up losing his very first match, and in the locker room after his fight, the young man that had just beat him comes up and wants to shake his hand now that they have their gloves off, and Roy's anger and temper gets the better of him, and he ends up fighting this kid in the locker room, wrestling him into a stall and shoving his head into a toilet. After Roy does that, all the other coaches, all the other fighters, Roy's coach, all look at him like,
done.
what the fuck, dude? And they're all disappointed. And it was the first time in Roy's life that he felt ashamed and disappointed in himself. And this is where Roy really starts to get a lid and a grasp on how to control his anger. After that, Roy gives up amateur boxing and just continues working full-time at the tire shop. And that's when his boss, Mr. Haddock, the tire shop owner, also kind of becomes his father figure too, because he works with him and he's around him so much. He just becomes that older male role model that Roy has always kind of been looking for. And he continues to help Roy mature and get a better grip on his anger and more control of himself. And this goes on for a couple years. And then one day, when Roy is 17 years old, a recruiter from the Texas National Guard comes in and wants to hang up a flyer at the tire shop for anybody who's interested in joining the Texas National Guard. And on that flyer was none other than Roy's role model, Audie Murphy, the most decorated soldier of World War II. You see, this is right in the middle of the Korean War, so Audie Murphy, the World War II war hero, had joined the Texas National Guard to help with recruiting, and he was also going to train the next generation of soldiers. And at this point, Audie Murphy's the shit. He's got an award-winning book, he's an actor, and when he's acting, he's playing the role of himself in movies, and he's being told by directors, hey, I know you were there and you're literally just portraying the shit you did, but you need to tamp it down a little bit because it's so unrealistic, nobody's going to believe this story. This is a Texan that was rejected by the Marine Corps for being too small, and then went on to be the most decorated soldier of World War II, earning the Medal of Honor for going toe-to-toe with an entire German SS battalion by himself from the back of a flaming M10 tank destroyer with a 50 caliber machine gun. So Roy Benavidez figures if the Texas National Guard is good enough for Audie Murphy, then that's exactly where he wants to be. So he goes, he joins the Texas National Guard, he ships off, goes to basic training, ends up coming back, he's doing his weekends, he's doing his training in the summer. That goes on for a couple of years while he's still working at the tire shop with Mr. Haddock. Then one day he decides that he likes doing army stuff a lot more than he likes changing tires, so he wants to go full-time army. He goes over to the active duty recruiter's office. It's a shared office. They've got the Navy, the Marines, the Army, and the Air Force all right there in one building. Roy walks right past the Navy, walks right past the Marines, walks right past the Air Force, goes straight to the active duty Army recruiter, says, here's my guard papers, I'm a corporal, I want to be a paratrooper. I don't just want a normal contract, I want a contract that guarantees me airborne school. At this point, the Army recruiter looks at Roy, who's like 130 pounds soaking wet, and he's like, man, you're not big enough to be a paratrooper. At which point, I'm paraphrasing here, but Roy says something along the lines of, well, I could cut you down to my size and we'll see if you're good enough to be a paratrooper. Maybe that'll help you make your decision. At which point, the Marine recruiter overhears that, and he comes walking over and is like, son, you should be a Marine. You've got the right attitude. I don't care how big you are. You should come be a devil dog with me. At which point, Roy's like, no, I don't want to be a Marine. I want to be in the Army, just like Audie Murphy was, which brings everything full circle because Audie Murphy was rejected from the Marines for being too small, and now Roy Benavidez is rejecting the Marines because he wants to be like Audie Murphy. Then the other Army recruiter, who's a captain and officer, somebody that outranks the sergeant that thinks Roy's too small, comes in. He's like, no, we'll take him. Come with me. So they go, they start doing the paperwork, and Roy's like, okay, I'm a corporal in the National Guard. I've already been through basic training. I've already done through job training. You should just be able to send me straight to airborne school and then give me a duty station. And the recruiter's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Roy signs on the dotted line. He packs his shit. He gets on the bus and he's off to the Army. And Roy then immediately finds out the hard way that recruiter was either not listening to him at all or he was lying to him because they sent Roy straight to basic training again. And to add insult to injury, he is also not awarded an airborne slot after that, so he's not going to be a paratrooper like he always wanted to. After he gets done with training, he immediately gets sent over to Korea, where he is going to be there right after the Korean War ended, and he's going to be manning the DMZ, the demilitarized zone between what is now North and South Korea. He's in Korea for a year, then he comes back home for a little bit stateside, then they ship him out to Germany, and while he's there, he learns how to speak German, and in Roy's own words, he becomes the first Hispanic American that could speak German with a southern accent. He gets done in Germany, he comes back home, he goes to military police school, becomes an MP, and he gets assigned to basically being a glorified chauffeur for high-ranking military officers, generals, colonels, etc. And then randomly, one day, a couple months out from his contract being up with the Army, he's trying to decide whether or not he wants to re-enlist, and this General Westmoreland asks him, you ever thought about being a paratrooper? And Roy's like, yeah, actually, that's the only reason I'm here. I wanted to do that. I kind of got screwed out of it. I'm thinking about re-enlisting, and if I re-enlist, I really want to be able to become a paratrooper. To which the General kind of like doesn't even really continue the conversation. He's just like, huh. Well, that's neat. Anyways, we're at the airport now. I gotta go. Bye. And then Roy never sees this guy ever again. A couple months later, Roy's contract is about to be up. He has to decide if he's gonna re-enlist or if he's gonna get out. And his potential re-enlistment contract, there's an airborne packet, courtesy of General Westmoreland. If he decides to re-enlist, he will get to go to airborne school and he will get to become a paratrooper.
Wow. So General Westmoreland actually Wow. He actually was like, okay. He was, seemed like he didn't pay attention, but he actually did pay attention. Holy crap.
What he does, he goes to airborne school, gets his jump wings, becomes a full-fledged paratrooper, and then he gets stationed with the legendary 82nd Airborne Division out of Fort Liberty, sorry. Okay, sidebar. Look, I don't care if we're going to be renaming stuff every once in a while. That's completely fine. However, name it after a war hero or something. Don't just pick a generic term like Liberty, okay? I don't need Fort Liberty. I don't need Fort Life. I don't need Fort Pursuit of Happiness, okay? Quit doing generic shit and name it after an actual badass war hero. Anyways, Roy's at Fort Bragg, Fort Liberty, North Carolina. He's with the 82nd Airborne. During this time, he's training, he's working, he's doing his thing. He also ends up meeting his wife, and he goes about this the old school way. He has to have chaperone meetings with her until he earns enough street cred to finally be able to sit on the front porch of her parents' house with her. Her name is
Yeah,
Lala.
he's
They
the
get
main
married, she
character
ends up
for
getting
real, for real.
pregnant. Things are going exactly how they're supposed to go. And then in 1965, Roy gets deployed to Vietnam at the age of 30. Roy gets sent over there as an advisor. He's going to be training the South Vietnamese and how to fight back against the North Vietnamese and hopefully prevent the spread of communism. That's the plan. So he starts training these guys. He's working with them, and it gets to the point that he has to end up going out on some of these missions with them because they need a leader. They need somebody with more experience to go out and show them how it's done. And he does that multiple times. And then one day he's walking through the jungle, and all of a sudden, Roy has no idea what's going on. One second, he's in South Vietnam on a mission. The next second, he's in a hospital in the Philippines, and everything goes by in a blur. And before he knows it, he's in San Antonio at the Fort Sam Houston Medical Center. At this point, Roy still has no idea what's going on. Doctors and nurses are coming and going. There's some pregnant woman named Lala that's trying to hang out with him all day long, and he's just not comprehending anything that's happening to him. Roy's wife, Lala, would be informed that Roy had stepped on a landmine in South Vietnam during one of their patrols, and they don't know how he survived, but the going theory was that it was some type of defect with the landmine, that when it exploded, the entire landmine didn't fragment, but the top of it stayed intact as one solid metal plate, and when he stepped on it, it detonated it, and the landmine plate shot up and smacked him on the ass so hard that it broke his back and jolted his brain so severely that they don't think he'll ever regain his memory. In addition to that, due to his broken back, he would almost certainly never be able to walk again, even if he did come to mentally. And this goes on for weeks of Lala showing him pictures, telling him stories, trying to remind him of who he was. And then one day, he just wakes up. He snaps out of it. He's sitting in a rehab room at the hospital by himself at a table, and in front of him, there's like the child's toy, you know, the big rectangle with like the cylinders and the squares and the triangles, and you shove each one through the corresponding shape. He's sitting there with that in front of him, and the PT person is like, "Can you put the shapes through there, Roy?" And he's like, "Yeah, obviously I can put the shapes through there." They're like, "Well, why don't you go ahead and do it?" He's like, "What, am I applying to get into the Marine Corps? Like, what is happening right now? Why do you think I can't do that?" And they're like, "Well, just go ahead and do it." So he does it. He's like, "Okay. Obviously, what is happening right now?" They then explain to him that he has been unable to do that for weeks every single time they've got him to try, and Roy is just like literally snapped out of it like that. He's 100% mentally all there. He just doesn't remember the accident itself. He remembers everything else. So Roy's back. This is great. Now he just wants to get back up on his feet. He wants to keep serving in the army. He wants to keep jumping out of planes. He wants to go back to Vietnam and be with his guys. And that's just how Roy is. So he demands that they start giving him physical therapy as soon as possible. And that's what he does. And over the course of a couple weeks, he comes to the painful realization that these physical therapists aren't getting him ready to walk and run and be in the army again. They're getting him mentally ready to spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair. The doctors are telling him he's never going to walk again. He's going to spend the rest of his life in a wheelchair. And he needs to accept that. But Roy's not buying it. If they're not going to push him to get the results that he wants, he's going to do it himself. The night nurses come in, they catch him, they give him a pill, they knock him out, they put him to sleep. He wakes up the next morning, his hip hurts from where he fell out of bed, and his leg muscles are sore from bearing weight for the first time in months. But the plus side, his hip hurts and his legs are sore, so obviously they're going to work if he just keeps building them up stronger and stronger. So that's what he does every night. He rolls out of bed, he drags himself across the floor, lifts himself up, and puts as much weight on his legs as he possibly can. Sometimes the nurses catch him and try to put him back to sleep. The nurses are getting pissed off at him because he keeps doing this, but his legs keep getting stronger and stronger, and he's able to make it over the nightstand faster and faster. And it gets to the point where all the other guys in this medical bay realize what he's doing, and they start cheering him on at night. Nobody's ratting him out. They're trying to distract the nurses to get Roy the time that he needs to be able to do his version of physical therapy. And this goes on for months. During the day, they're getting him ready for his life in a wheelchair. He's begging them just more time for more PT and he'll be able to walk again. They're not buying it. They're doing the paperwork in the background to get him med boarded out of the US Army. They know that he's done. But Roy never gives up on himself and he keeps training.
Damn, this guy has,
then after
holy
having been in the
crap.
hospital for 5 months, the doctor walks in with Roy's discharge papers. Roy begs and he pleads not to discharge him out of the army. And the doctor finally says, "Roy, even if we continue doing PT, at best, maybe you'll be able to stand up one day. You're never going to be able to walk again." At that point, Roy hops up out of the bed, stands directly in front of the doctor and takes one step towards him. And it was one of the most excruciating pains that he's ever felt in his entire life. He's got tears in his eyes, but he's looking this doctor right in his face. And the doctor, shocked that Roy hopped out of bed and took a step towards him, says, "Benavides, if you can walk out of this room, I'll tear these papers up." So Roy walked out of that room.
Holy crap.
Oh, man! Hold on now, hold on, that hurts. You walk!
Shortly after that, he walked out of that hospital and went back to Fort Bragg.
Damn, dude.
Obviously, he gets assigned a desk job, but despite that, Roy's going to do the best job he can no matter what task they give him. So he crushes that job the best he can, and when he goes home at night, he continues to train. First, he starts walking a couple miles a day. Then he's walking 5 miles a day. Then he's running 5 miles a day. Then he's running 10 miles a day and doing 500 push-ups in a single day, every day. And he works himself up to being just as fast, just as strong as he ever was. And then, since he did such a good job at that desk job, he kind of figured out how things worked. And then wouldn't you know it, one day, out of the blue, Roy Benavides' name ended up on a manifest to do one of the jumps for the 82nd Airborne's training. Not just one manifest, but 3. Roy did 3 jumps in a single day after having broken his back.
What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that?
And after having done that, Roy sits back, relaxes, reflects on his achievement. No, I'm just kidding. He goes out and decides that he wants to become a Green Beret now. So he goes out to Special Forces selection and he makes it passes. He becomes a Green Beret. On one hand,
sheer
absolutely
willpower of
incredible.
this
It is
man.
almost
Holy
unbelievable
crap.
that he's able to accomplish
Sheer
this. On the other hand,
sheer
it's obvious that he was going to be able to accomplish this, right? Because
on this
if you
guy.
don't know about these Special Forces groups, it's never like the fastest, the strongest, the freak athlete that ends up making these Special Forces units. It's always just that tough farm kid that you're going to have to kill to get him to stop. It's that person that's never going to quit. And if there was ever an embodiment of that archetype of person, it's Roy Benavides, okay? Homie stepped on a landmine and literally walked it off. Of course he had what it took to become a Green Beret. That's just to get selected to be in the unit, though, so then he has to go off and get all of his other training. He becomes a linguist, he gets cross-trained as a medic, he gets trained on every heavy weapon system, he becomes trained in military intelligence, the gathering of information. So he gets done with all this training, then he gets orders that he is going to be deploying to Central America. Here's the problem, Roy doesn't want to deploy to Central America, Roy wants to go back to Vietnam. So Roy goes back to that very same office that he worked in for a little while he was training before he became a Green Beret, and wouldn't you know it, somehow or another his orders got changed and he was sent to Vietnam instead. But Roy wasn't just going to be going to Vietnam, he was going to be going to other countries neighboring Vietnam, like Cambodia. Roy was part of MAC VSOG. Hey, real quick, for those that don't know, MAC VSOG at this point in time is America's premier top secret special forces group, okay? They take all the best guys from all the other special forces, the Army Rangers, the Marine Raiders, the Green Berets, the Navy SEALs. They take their best guys and they put them in this unit together as like America's special forces dream team. Basically, they're the ones doing all the stuff that America's not doing, you know? This group is so secretive that nobody even knew that these guys existed until like 30 years after Vietnam. Okay, SOG, everybody thinks it stands for Special Operations Group. That's not what it stands for. It stands for Studies and Observations Group. And they did that on purpose because they wanted it to sound like some nerd shit. That way, if a politician or a high-ranking officer that wasn't supposed to be in the know read that on a document, they weren't going to ask any questions. During Vietnam, these guys had a 150-to-1 kill-death ratio. For every MAC VSOG member that went down, 150 enemies went down first. And they do all kinds of different crazy stuff during Vietnam, but when Roy gets linked up with them, they're working in Cambodia. Okay, real brief, oversimplified version of what's going on here. You have the NVA, the North Vietnamese Army, and they are trying to supply the Viet Cong, the guerrilla fighters in South Vietnam, with a bunch of supplies. Now, they have two options. They can punch through the front line, fight through all the American defenses to deliver these supplies. Doesn't sound like a very good time. Or they could cheat. They could just cut right over into Laos and then travel through this neutral territory with no resistance, and then travel into Cambodia, more neutral territory with no resistance, penetrate way past all the American front lines, deep into South Vietnam, and then cut back in and drop off all the supplies. Okay, and to be fair, that's a brilliant plan because there's not a whole lot America can do to stop it, right? Because the only thing America really can do is to send their troops into Cambodia and Laos, and that's not going to be a very popular idea considering that most of America's mad that they're in Vietnam in the first place. They're definitely not going to support
they're not going to be doing the Laos
so America
thing.
wants to stop this. The only thing they can do is to send their own guys into this neutral territory where they're not supposed to be to cut off this supply line. And then, even if they do run into each other in this neutral territory, it just turns into the Spider-Man meme, right? Hey, you're not supposed to be here. No, you're not supposed to be here. And then everybody's just as guilty of breaking the same rules. It's a really good plan on their part. Okay, but here's the problem with this whole thing. America cares a lot more about not getting caught in these neutral territories than the North Vietnamese do. Because of this, the Americans are only sending in very, very small groups of men, like 12 guys or less, whereas the North Vietnamese are sending in entire companies. They're sending in hundreds of guys. So this makes it impossible for the Americans to directly confront the North Vietnamese. So rather than confronting them, they start stalking them. They start tracking them down and following them, writing down what their most commonly used paths are, what they're dropping off, where they're dropping it off. They try to memorize all their different routes. They try to figure out anything and everything they can about their operations inside of Laos and Cambodia. So that goes on for a while, and then somebody gets the bright idea of like, hey, we know where all the enemy's ammunition is. What if we just snuck in a bunch of defective ammunition that blew up when they tried to fire it, and then it would not only A, take care of some of the enemy troops that got messed up from, you know, a howitzer round blowing up or ammunition blowing up or defective ammo, and they go and try to get into a firefight, and the Americans are guaranteed to win. There's that aspect, but then there's also the psychological aspect of the enemy isn't going to trust their own supply line anymore. So then that goes on for a little while, and then eventually the North Vietnamese and the Viet Cong figure out that the Americans are doing this, so they start sending out their best guys, their equivalent of MAC VSOG, and they send them out into these neutral territories to try to hunt and kill the American MAC VSOG operators. Because of that, the MAC VSOG casualty rate goes up, and at one point it was actually reported as being a 100% casualty rate. If you were in MAC VSOG during this era, there was a 100% likelihood that you were going to get injured or killed in the line of duty. A Purple Heart to these guys was just a rite of passage. So MAC VSOG starts taking more casualties, they realize they're being hunted, then they start doing countermeasures to prevent from being caught. They're having helicopters go in and pretend to drop off a bunch of operators when they're actually not doing it, basically spamming them. That way when they actually do go behind the line, the enemy's not going to know whether that was a fake drop-off or a real drop-off. So that's what's happening. There's like this shadow war going on in the neutral territories of Cambodia and Laos, and this is what's happening when Roy shows up. So 2 weeks into being there, Roy goes out on a mission, and one of the guys that he's with ends up getting shot up, and they have to get this guy medevaced, but they're still being attacked, so they can't go out in the open so a helicopter can land. So the helicopter has to drop what's called a McGuire rig. It's basically just a rope that these guys are going to hook onto, and they're going to pull them straight up out of the canopy of the jungle and fly off with them dangling underneath the helicopter like some badass Pinocchio. Now, usually when you do this, like you can see in this picture, you're stacked on top of one another on the same nylon rope, but for some reason on this day, they dropped 2 nylon ropes. Roy hooked the other guy that's injured up to one, and he hooked himself up to the other. And Roy probably didn't even realize that there was 2 ropes. He just saw a bunch of nylon rope everywhere, he hooked both of them up, and they were going to take off. So they get pulled up out of the canopy, they take off headed towards camp, but because they're each on a different rope, the ropes end up getting crossed, and the nylon ropes start rubbing together, and when nylon rubs up against nylon, it melts because it's plastic. So these ropes are going to end up snapping, and Roy and his buddy are both going to fall to their death unless they can land and get this figured out, and they can't land because they're still being shot at. Now, luckily for Roy and the other guy, the belly man in that helicopter was another one of Roy's friends, a sergeant by the name of Leroy Wright, and he noticed what was going on, and he ties himself off to a 3rd rope and lowers himself out of the helicopter in between the other 2 nylon ropes, allowing his body weight to untangle the ropes as he lowered himself down, saving all 3 of them.
Nice. Damn, dude.
2 days after that, Roy wakes up in his cot, time to go get breakfast. He heads off towards the chow hall. He's making his way there, and everything just starts scrambling. There's radio transmissions coming in saying it's a Daniel Boone tactical emergency. Daniel Boone is the name of the operation in Cambodia. You're not supposed to be saying that over the radio, period, which means that shit has really hit the fan somewhere. Everybody around him starts scrambling. Helicopters start going out, and helicopters start coming back in, all shot up with injured men on them. And Roy goes up to one of these helicopters trying to figure out what's going on, and the door gunner in this helicopter falls out, and it's a 19-year-old kid that Roy remembered they just celebrated his birthday like a week ago, and this kid falls into Roy's arms and dies on the spot. Roy asks the rest of the helicopter crew what's going on, what's happening, and they tell him that there's a team out there that's getting overrun by hundreds of NVA. So Roy continues to ask him, what team? Who's out there? Did you pick them up? Are they here now? What's going on? And they go, no, we couldn't get close enough to pick these guys out. They were so overrun and we were taking too much fire from the helicopters. We don't know who it was, but it was the big black dude that saved you the other day. And Roy immediately knows They're talking about Leroy, and his entire team is still out there. So Roy asks them, are you going back out there? And they said, yeah, we're going to go back out there, but we're not going to be able to land. The only thing we're going to be able to do is drop ammunition out of the helicopter above them so they have ammunition to keep fighting. And to Roy Benavides, it sounds an awful lot like somebody needs help. And with that, he runs over, grabs his medical bag, jumps in the helicopter, and they take off. A couple minutes into the flight there, Roy realizes that in his hurry to run and grab his aid bag so that he could help, he made a mistake. A really, really big mistake. He forgot his gun.
God damn it!
He is now in a helicopter flying into combat with no gun, no food, no water, no grenades. He literally has an 8-inch recon knife and his aid bag, and that is it. Despite that, Roy is still determined to help these guys. So they get there, they drop the ammunition out of the side of the helicopter on top of these guys, and then they fly off. And Roy says, get me as close as you can and land this helicopter so I can jump out. And they get him like 100, 150 yards away from where this team is injured and pinned down. And Roy jumps out of the helicopter and starts running towards them. He makes it 10 steps, gets shot, drops him. He got shot in the leg. He tells himself that he tripped and landed on a thorn bush, and he's not actually shot, but he knows he's shot. He keeps running towards them, and he makes it another 50 yards, and he gets shot again. This time, it's a glancing blow to his helmet. He doesn't know that yet. Maybe he got shot in the head. Maybe he didn't. Maybe it was shrapnel. He has no idea. He'll figure it out later if he makes it. So he just keeps running to the team, and he finally ends up making it to him. So he makes it to where the team is pinned down. They're all spread out, way too far out. They're not in a defensive position. They're running out of ammunition. Every single person there is shot, blown up. Everybody's in horrible shape. So Roy gets to work. He picks up an AK-47 off a dead NVA soldier as he runs to each individual team member, giving them morphine, whatever medical aid he can, and then dragging them over to this anthill, this big pile of dirt, to get them in this defensive position where they're actually semi-close together and they can start fighting back. Roy ends up making it to the guy with the radio, and he's like, this is Tango Mike, I've still got men on the ground. I need to get these guys medevac. I have green smoke grenades. I'll pop them so you know where we're at. Well, the helicopters are on their way. Roy keeps going and getting more guys and dragging them back to the anthill, giving himself and everybody else morphine. The helicopters finally show up. The door gunners lay down suppressing fire, and Roy starts loading up the guys at the anthill onto the helicopter, but he still has more men out towards the bush line that he hasn't been able to make it to yet. So he gets all the guys on the helicopter, and then he tells the door gunner, hey, we still have men over there. Cover me. And Roy takes off running next to the helicopter as the helicopter is colliding next to him, and him and the door gunner are returning fire into the wood line, trying to make it to the other men. So Roy and the helicopter make it to the last guy that Roy knows of, and it's not Leroy. So he asks this guy, where's Leroy at? And that guy points him towards the wood line and says he got hit back there, and he's got a bunch of confidential, classified information on him. So Roy decides that he's going to go get it. He takes off running towards where this guy pointed him out in the wood line, but the helicopter can't follow because he can't get that close to the trees. So the helicopter door gunner continues to lay suppressing fire while Roy runs into the tree line and finds Leroy's body. He gets all the classified intel off Leroy's body, and then he begins dragging Leroy's corpse towards the helicopter because he at least wants to bring his friend's body home. And then he gets shot in the back. As we all know, it's always darkest right before the dawn, but as we also all know, sometimes it's darkest right before it gets even fucking darker. After being shot, Roy turns around, realizing he's not going to be able to bring his friend's body back with him, and starts running towards the helicopter, and then he sees the helicopter pilot get shot through the window as the helicopter spins out of control and crashes. Roy makes it to the crash site, and everybody there that survived is pretty much ready to call it a day. They've accepted the fact that they're about to die, and Roy hasn't. He starts dragging everybody, getting them away from the burning helicopter and getting them into another defensive position so that they can fight back. He's going and getting AK-47s off of dead NVA soldiers, getting these guys guns. He has guys that can't even see. They're missing eyes, and he's just telling them, shoot that way. Under Roy's leadership, they start fighting back, and Roy starts calling in airstrikes, F-111s, F-4 Phantoms, gunships, anything and everything they have, and they just start bombing this tree line with all they've got, and they do it over and over, but the enemy soldiers just keep coming and coming. There's literally hundreds of them, and this goes on for hours. It's too hot for them to get a helicopter in there to load people up, and every time they bomb the tree line, more enemy soldiers run out of it towards Roy and his crew, and it gets to the point that they're literally using the dead bodies of soldiers as sandbags to stop bullets. Roy and the men on the ground don't realize it at this point in time, but the crews up in the gunships that are mowing down the forest that the enemies are coming from are starting to mow down so much vegetation that they're starting to see straight lines, which don't occur naturally in nature. These are bunkers with fortified machine gun positions. The MACV-SOG team didn't just stumble across an entire battalion of men. They walked right into an entire NVA base inside of Cambodia. Eventually, the air crews come to the realization that with this base there's got to be at least 1,000 men, an entire battalion there, and there's a road where they can bus in even more men for reinforcements. They're not going to be able to keep this up and get Roy and everybody else to be alive and handle this the right way. So the only thing that they can do is to have a carpet bomb of that forest, and at the exact same moment that those bombs start dropping, they're going to send in helicopters to try to pick up Roy and everybody else. So a group of A-37 Super Tweets bomb the tree line as a Huey comes down, and Roy starts helping to load these men into the helicopter. Some of them have lost so much blood they can't even pick themselves up. And while this is happening, the North Vietnamese soldiers rush them. They're coming straight towards the helicopter. They're firing. Roy's trying to load the men on while firing back. The door gunner's returning fire, and one of them ends up making it to Roy, and for some reason, whether he was out of ammo or whether he was trying to take an American alive, he hits Roy in the back of the head with the buttstock of his rifle. Roy falls down, and then he swings it again at Roy's face, dislocating his jaw. Roy, somehow still conscious, gets up, starts trying to wrestle this guy to the ground. He lost his gun. All he has is his recon knife, and this guy's got his rifle with a bayonet on it. And the enemy soldier goes to lunge at Roy with the bayonet, ends up cutting Roy's arm, and then Roy lunges at him, misses. The enemy soldier lunges back. He ends up stabbing Roy in the stomach with the bayonet. And Roy ends up getting to him with the recon knife, stabbing him in the chest and killing him. Roy pulls out the bayonet, can't get his recon knife out of this guy's chest, and he's now holding his intestines in his stomach with one hand. At this point, Roy's right next to the helicopter, and he's looking right at it. He should get in the helicopter, but he turns around away from the helicopter, and there's two Americans still out there returning fire that are able to fight. They're just not able to walk, and Roy runs towards them. Roy gets there, picks up the one that can't walk entirely, and starts helping to drag him towards the helicopter, and the other guy can't crawl, but he can't walk, so he literally starts walking on his knees using an AK-47 like it's a crutch. They get to the helicopter. Roy helps load them in the helicopter, grabs the AK-47 that the guy was using as a crutch, turns around again, and and starts shooting at NVA soldiers that are charging towards the helicopter as the injured men behind him literally grab Roy and drag him into the helicopter as they take off. As it becomes clear to absolutely everyone that Roy Benavidez did not just bring a knife to a gunfight, the communists brought an army to a Roy Benavidez fight and still couldn't win. After saving all the surviving members of the original MACV-SOG team and the first helicopter crew, through 6 hours of combat, Roy has sustained over 37 different life-threatening injuries, multiple gunshot wounds, over 20 shrapnel wounds. He has been bayoneted and he has been clubbed. And after being dragged into the helicopter, he finally loses consciousness.
Well, yeah, of course you would. It's just a flesh wound.
His next memory is being literally waist deep inside of a body bag as an American medic is zipping it up. His eyes are caked with blood and he can't open them. He can't talk to the medic because his jaw is dislocated and he's lost so much blood that he can't move. And from the medic's perspective, he doesn't even realize that Roy's an American because he's Hispanic, he's got the same skin tone as the North Vietnamese, and Roy's body is literally laying on top of 3 dead NVA soldiers that in Roy's fog of morphine and adrenaline, he loaded into the helicopter because he didn't want to leave anybody behind. Roy can literally feel the teeth on the zipper closing as it gets closer and closer to his head, and once the zipper reaches his neck, somebody stops the medic and says, "Hold on, that's Benavidez," and he instructs the medic to double check and make sure that Roy is actually dead. And the medic argues with him, and Roy's buddy says, "I don't care, double check." And the medic zips down the body bag a little bit and puts his hand on Roy's chest and leans forward to listen and see if he can hear breathing. And at this moment, Roy takes what he describes as the best shot he's ever made in his entire life. He spits directly in that medic's face. And with that, they get Roy out of the body bag, they get him in the aid station, and they start trying to do everything they can for him, but they're almost positive that he's not gonna make it. After his chain of command figured out everything that had happened and that Roy was pretty much the only reason that the 8 other men that survived made it out of there alive, immediately got him signed up to receive the Distinguished Service Cross. The only reason they didn't try to get him the Medal of Honor on the spot was because they didn't think Roy was going to survive, and they wanted to get him an award that they could give him in the field so that he could receive it before he passed away. But Roy Benavidez had other plans. He doesn't pass away. Instead, he recovers, and not only does he recover, he yet again refuses to get med-boarded out of the Army into a medical retirement and continues to serve an additional 10 years in the United States Army. And during that time, they try to get him awarded the Medal of Honor because if anybody deserves it, it's this guy, right? But for some reason or another, it always ends up getting rejected, and it gets rejected again and again and over and over. They just keep rejecting his Medal of Honor. But there's nothing that Roy or anybody else could do. For some reason or another, the committee in charge of awarding the Medal of Honor simply did not want to give Master Sergeant Roy Benavidez the award that he had earned. So he did the only thing he could do. He just kept on keeping on. So he went on, served throughout the military until 1976 before finally retiring as Master Sergeant Benavidez, the recipient of the Distinguished Service Cross. As Roy retires, there was another press push about how incredible he was, wondering why he didn't earn the Medal of Honor, and this ends up connecting him with one of the men that he had saved that Roy actually thought had died. And this man gets a hold of Roy almost 12 years after the fact, and he tells Roy that he's going to write up everything that he witnessed and send it into this committee again. And yet again, even despite all this new information, the committee in charge of awarding the Medal of Honor rejected it again. And then they realized what they were doing wrong. They were telling the whole truth. They were saying that Roy hopped in a helicopter, flew into Cambodia, and helped save a bunch of MACV-SOG members. And as far as the US government's concerned at this point in time, up until like the mid-80s, MACV-SOG, A, doesn't exist, and B, if it did, it definitely would not be operating in a neutral territory like Laos or Cambodia because that was against the rules.
I can neither confirm nor deny details of any operation without the Secretary's approval.
So the politicians and the bureaucrats in charge realized that if they give Roy the Medal of Honor for saving MACV-SOG members in Cambodia, which wasn't supposed to be happening, there could be political backlash, and they're not going to metaphorically stick their necks on the line just to give Roy what he deserves, despite the fact that Roy put his entire life on the line for them. So bearing this in mind, they redo all the paperwork, they jump through all the hoops to try to get Roy the Medal of Honor again, and this time, rather than saying that Roy's courageous actions occurred in Cambodia, they simply said that they happened to the west of Lock-In Airfield, which is where Roy was stationed. They just didn't bother to say how far west. But once you know it, it gets approved. Roy Benavidez receives the Medal of Honor in 1981 from President Ronald Reagan, 15 years after the fact. After getting what he had earned, he finally gets to go home with his wife and kids and enjoy his retirement for all of like a year and a half. Because on a random day in 1983, he receives a letter in the mail from the US government informing him that he would not continue to receive his veterans disability benefits from his injuries that he sustained during the war. And Roy's not having it. He goes straight to the media, starts putting out press releases and giving interviews talking about how ridiculous this is and putting political pressure right back on the politicians. And wouldn't you know it, a couple weeks later, the US government comes out with a statement of like, oh hey, we're sorry that we're doing this, we haven't been handling it appropriately, we're going to continue to do it, but we're going to do it in a more humane way for everybody involved. And while I can't prove this, I'm willing to guarantee that Roy Benavidez got the notification of like, oh, sorry you got that letter, obviously this doesn't apply to such a high profile person that's got enough leverage to be a pain in our ass, here's your benefits, but we're going to go ahead and fuck everybody else. And Roy wasn't going to allow it. He came out and said that if they can try to do this to him, he can't imagine what they're going to try to do to everybody else. So he keeps fighting for not only himself, but for the other 350,000 veterans that were getting their benefits cut, right? Because they need help too, and Roy's going to help him. So he keeps pushing and putting more pressure on the US government. Basically, he just comes out and says, hey, the same Ronald Reagan administration that gave me my Medal of Honor is now telling me and a bunch of other veterans that we're not good enough for the benefits that we earned. And with that, he finally gets to testify in front of the House Senate Committee in charge of this entire operation, and they end up shutting the entire thing down, preserving the benefits for 350,000 veterans. And with that, Roy Benavidez could finally go home, enjoy his retirement, and live happily ever after. So, in conclusion, when somebody needs help, you help them. And for the love of God, the fact that somebody renamed Fort Bragg Fort Liberty and not Fort Benavidez instead is borderline criminal. Thank you for watching. Oh, hey, real quick. If you guys wanted more, there's a book called Legend by Eric Blem, all about Roy Benavidez. The author spent like 3.5 years researching for it, and he actually helped me make this video. So if you guys want to check it out, it's over on Amazon, and I'm sure it's on his website if you wanted to Google it too. I'll have it all linked down below. Thanks for watching.
After that PlayStation comment, I'm taking these back.
Come on. That's not funny. I want those.
No.
I stayed in there and started unloading, started identifying the bodies. They found out I loaded. 3 dead enemy soldiers in that helicopter.
What's up? Thank you for
I didn't want to
lurking.
leave anybody behind. My mission was to recover the classified material, so if anybody had it, he was on the helicopter. They left 3 enemy soldiers on the side, and because I sort of look Oriental, they thought I was one of them, so they let me lay right next to them. And they were putting us in body bags. And I remember my feet being lifted, and I was inserted into the body bag, and I could hear that zipper coming up, and I thought, oh my God, no, no. And I couldn't talk because my jaws were locked, and I could hear that zipper coming up, and one of my buddies was doing the Mexican head dance, and he was yelling at the doctor, that's Roy Benavides. The doctor said, sorry, there's nothing I can do for him. I'll find out later. Jerry Cottenham made that doctor at least to feel my heartbeat. When I felt that hand on my chest, I made the luckiest shot I ever made in my life. I spit in the doctor's face. You know, there's a saying among the veterans, for those that had fought for it, life has a special flavor. The protected will never know. You have never lived till you almost died. And it is us veterans that pray for peace, most of all, especially the wounded, because we have to suffer the wounds of war. I'm asked hundreds of times, would you do it over again? In my 25 years in the military, I feel like I've been overpaid for the service to my country. There'll never be enough paper to print the money, nor enough gold in Fort Knox for me to have to keep from doing what I did. I'm proud to be an American, and I'm even prouder that I've earned the privilege to wear the Green Beret. I live by the motto of duty, honor, country. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
That man is a legend. Holy crap, man. That man is a legend. Let's see. I think that's one of the ones that Rendio sent. This one here.
He's back. Yeah.
He's trying to swim away, but he can't.
Oh wait, does he want me? No, he still wants you. Alright, thanks, man.
Dude.
Who brought Wait here?
Bro.
It's gonna wait there.
Scariest freaking
I
thing
guarantee you
ever.
he's nice.
That's gonna
I
wait there.
guarantee you
It's
he's
gonna
nice.
fucking
Go out
wait
there
there.
and check for me, then, idiot.
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? I would love to talk.
He's back.
Nope,
Yeah.
that was done. Yeah, that was done. But yeah,
Hello, friends! ということで、本日は Five Nights at Freddy's!
the cutoff at the end,
懐かしさがあ
yeah.
ります。このゲーム2014年ですって皆さん。Five Nights at Freddy's!
He's eating pizza!
いやー
Night 1.
だって見ときますかね。まだ20、おっと。ウサギがいな
Lost
く
the
なり
bunny.
ましたね。
She lost Bonnie.
ウサギでも探しますか。あ、ウサギがここに来ました。この廊下にいますね。運んできたら。
Night 2.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Well, if you're here, listen, you made it to day 2.
Day 2.
The character in there seems unique in that
Hello? Hello?
cameras remain off.
友達ではないです。あんなキツネ知りません。こんな足の速いキツネは知らないです。
Elvena?
お帰れ帰れ帰れバックホーよし
No, I don't. I haven't. Ooh, if it's Elvena VT, then I'm looking at their design right now. It's really
お帰りくだ
nice.
さいなんか
Really nice
滞在が
design.
長いですお帰りくださいよしよしよしよしよしよしイエーイ4日目はもう本当にやばいやばいぞさよならなんか電話の向こうの人がなんかやられたような音がしましたね大丈夫もう頭がとんでもないことになってる帰って帰っておっおっしゃーぶっさまートーレ失敗ズバーいる
Oh, dear
お
lordy.
帰りくださいお帰りくださいね覗かないでそのアングリなお口よしやった
I'm taking a look at her stuff, and it's actually kind of nice.
音がにゃ
She has a big head, just like
帰っ
me.
てください帰ってください
Thank you for letting me know about her. I followed.
うわー来ないで
Ah, she's also on VGen. Nice. Wow, she made it. Yes, night 5 and night 6 are freaking... Yeah, night 6, holy crap. That was really fast. Cute wife, yes. That is very, very, very kind of you, Wise Found Son, to support her like that. That's very kind of you. For any small VTuber like myself, you know, tiny ones like me that are less than 1,000 followers, it is, on Twitch, it is crazy hard to get recognized and get known for anything. You know what I mean? It's crazy hard. She passed it! She beat the game! Friend, not wife. Oh. Yeah, they
それではファイブナイトアットフレディーズ。いやもう生き残ろう。みんなで朝6時迎えよう。行きましょう。レディーゴー。ニューゲーム。フレディーハズペアーズピザ。12時から6時まで働いてくれる人募集中だって。働きます。ここね働かせてください。待って思った以上に怖い。電話どこ？おい電話どれだよ電話。でも始まってるこれワンちゃん。みんないるね。やっぱりぬいぐるみっぽいのいっぱいいるけどここにも。やばい。まだいるねみんないるね。
But there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronics do get a but
She's using up her electricity!
あれ誰も動いてなくない？誰も動いてないかこれ。
Uh-oh.
待ってここにいたよ誰か待って。
No pineapple. Pizza buff, but no pineapple. Yes.
ウサギ動かなくね？死んだ。これゲーム落とされたんだが。あと2時間ですよ。2時間で 47% 勝ちです。ボニーちゃんって言いますよ。オッケーボニーね。
Oh god, they're all there.
ちょっと待って急に多い。ウサギは？ウサギは？
What's up, bitch?
待ってやばいこのゲーム。ペコーラのパソコンと相性悪いの？ ESC 押したやろ。あ、かも。ごめんビビって押しちゃったかも。
Night 1, take 3.
多分3時からやばく動いてくる。うわーおもろいこれマジ。楽しいやばい時々もやばいけど夜中にさ働けないよ怖くて。夜中のコンビニとかもさこうなってんじゃないの？まだウサギたち動いてないよ。なんで？まだ動いてない。
She's only at 3 a.m.
誰？なんねえもう絶対そのフォクシーみたいなの来てるじゃん。でも見えない。命を取らんといてください。やばい来たウサギ来たウサギ来た。ってことはフォクシーどっかにいるんじゃないのかも。やばいちょっと怖い。ウサギは1。やばいひよこいないひよこいない。
Just training when a Holo JP member says a name, probably a name and train itself. That was so close.
もう待って怖い。ちょっと待ってこれやばいな。思った以上に精神にいかれてる。まあ落ち着きましょう一回。
Calm down for a bit. Calm down for a bit.
もうこいつらの動き2日目ナイト2。やばい待ってナイト2もう12時にてウサギ移動開始。どうしようまだ1時か早いな。キャブにおいいるよな。消えたわあいつ。やばい電気がここあれ左 OK かも。
See?
やばいちょっと待ってこれやばい。
Goodness gracious. She almost got hit.
あれウサギとひよこいなくなっ。あれ
Oh, there we go. She did.
怖いよちょっと待って、これやばい。ナイト2急になんか動くやん、すごい。嘘でしょ。ちょっと待って、これは政治がやらなきゃいけないかもしれない。カメラ見すぎてる？でもみんな待って、カメラ見ないとさ、どこに誰がいるかがわからなくない？バカ。左右と
ワクワクワクワク。
以外は見なくて大丈夫。なんで？やべ、ウサギ。いない、まだいないけど、いてもおかしくないのに、どうしよう。
Oh god, there we go.
待って、一回落ち着いて。
どうしよう。
左今気をつけよう。オッケー。左とりあえず今気をつける。ここね。
Yep. Of course it's gonna happen. Again.
ねえ、画面。あれ？もうね、これ画面外に行くとさ、ゲーム止まるのやめてほしいわ。なにこれ、カタンカタン言ってる。なにこのカタンカタン。あ、でももう4時だ！だって4時で40。
Ah, there we go. Again, she passed out.
怖いよ、このゲーム。
There we go. Again.
早く6時になって早く。あれいない？手前6番。
Uh-oh. Yeah, happy Pecco noises.
あれ？やばい、パワーゼロなんだけど。
She did it.
何？
God damn, there she goes. She'd get hits again. Nice editing, though. Nice editing.
もう6時やろ、これ。お願いします。なんでお願い。もう許してよ。今のいけないよ。いけました。
She made it. She did it. Oh god, again.
See you next week. 誰がもうやるか。これいくら？18000円。あんな命かけて18000円安すぎだろ。
She was able to do it. She was able to get to where she needed to get to. It is quite a craziness, quite some craziness going on there, honestly. What?
I remember before MMOs, my like hyperfixation was Pokemon TCG.
Finally,
and I didn't even really play
doing
the game.
fan-made games. Yeah, they're finally doing fan-made games. Yes.
But I had to like group up at the like cafeteria with the kids who were like diehard into the TCG. So it was always like really intimidating. Okay. It's like being the only girl and you're playing with a bunch of boys who are a lot older and are like super diehard for the TCG. I don't know if this is like still a thing, but when I was younger, it was very much that girls don't play video games meme. Like after a while, that like dies out. Guys don't care. I remember one of them literally pulled me aside he took me to the library and he sat me down at a table and he gave me like a pop quiz on Pokemon to like prove that I really actually played Pokemon. And he was like,
how long does it take you to complete the average Pokemon game? Our mainline Pokemon game?
And I was like, I don't know. I just like, do you want to see like my playtime? I don't like rush through the game. Like, do you want to see the amount of playtime I have on my DS? And he was like,
it takes me 4 hours from the moment I open up my Game Boy or my DS or whatever. It only takes me 4 hours to complete the entire game.
And I'm like, I don't know. It takes me like 2 days, I think, to like beat the main story. And I don't know, dude.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
I was so like annoyed and felt so self-conscious. And then he was like,
okay, what's Pokemon number 36 from the original Pokedex? That's the international deck.
And I'm like, what? I don't know.
Most
Number
fans
36,
don't know.
Persian? I don't know. It was like,
What Pokemon can you capture on Route 4 of Pokemon Ruby version?
and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I don't know. I'm a fake fan, I guess. I don't know. Number 36
Like,
is
seriously,
Dynamite.
dude? That's a weird one.
It was my first experience with gatekeeping. And I gotta say, I have never seen any gatekeeping as comically intense as that ever again. Never. Because I remember like the older I got, I would like keep trying to like join in on like the nerdier groups, right? The video game lovers. And a lot of the time they're pretty normie, right? It's like they're excited for X new big game that's coming out, right? But
yeah,
it's pretty easy to like curb stomp the average, like a generic video game fan in trivia and experience. Like that one kid, man, like that group in general was just like in turbo gatekeeping, like turbo and like holy, I don't know like what was up with that group. In the 3rd grade, I made a group of friends who were into Pokemon. They were like super into Pokemon, and I wasn't the only girl in the group. It was me, another girl, and then 2 other boys. We were just like losing our mind over like Pokemon channel, man. It was so chill. It was so fucking chill. It was like, so what was the news on Pokemon channel today? And I was like, Jigglypuff fell down the hill or some. We made like our own like, Pokemon newspaper, and it was just like all pretend. Friend A
Meowth.
saw a new pack of
Okay.
Pokemon TCG cards at in Walmart.
Five Nights at Freddy's is the bane of my existence. I am not good at Five Nights at Freddy's, by the way, Zenny.
Delta species Jolteon. Incredible. Gatekeeper boy was either 6th or 7th grade. Yeah, there was an 8th grader. There was an 8th grader, and he was like,
holy crap,
the grown-up of the group. And he was so chill. Didn't really say pretty much anything, and was very easy to like trade Pokemon cards with. That kid that fucking gate kept me, he showed me his binder of Pokemon cards. And he had like a full page of Blaine cards.
Damn.
I don't know if he had all of them, but he had like a full page of them, right? So that's 9 cards. That's at least like 9 Blaine cards. So did you steal the binder? So he was a piece of shit.
Okay.
Like we got into fist fights on the bus and stuff. He pissed me off so bad. Right? This is after he gatekept me. Him gatekeeping me was like our first interaction. Okay? This was like beginning of the school year. So it had to have been like 6th grade. It had to have been 6th grade because that was the first year I was at that school. Eventually, like we were on the same bus route. And we both always wanted to sit.
That is fucking crazy. Now, what I want to do is, since we're getting close to the 2-hour mark, I do want to do at least some gaming. I think I wanted to do Roblox again, because Roblox is usually Mondays. I had been doing other stuff because I just got like, I don't know. Yes, we're gonna doing mowing. We're gonna do mowing. We're gonna be doing mowing. Look, y'all don't know how amazing mowing is. You gotta do the mowing simulator. Y'all don't know how amazing mowing can be. You have no fucking clue. Mowing is... Look, y'all don't know. Oh, no, we're doing something a little bit different. We're doing something a little bit different. Just to have different games popping up here, you know what I mean? We're gonna fucking do mowing, goddammit. Oh shoot. I guess there's interesting. Huh. So, okay. Tractor implements. Yes. Yes, I would like a tutorial. Spawn vehicles, of course. Have it blue-ish around here. Around that color. That color. Cool. I spawned the vehicle in the wrong place. Oh god, okay. I am in here. Can I get out? I can't. I didn't know the vehicle would freaking spawn. There. Okay, now we have this. Alright, so what do I need to do? Yeah, what do I need to do after that? I did. Oh, I need to go there, okay. No. There we go. Well, the driving is a little jank, and it goes really fast, so... Alright, here we go with this one. Trailer store. Pick up trailers. Yes. Green is all fuck. Let's just do like some fucking what is it? What is it? Lime green or some shit? Let's do lime green. Let's do lime green. The weirdest effing colors you can freaking get. That's how we know it's mine. Is this like Euro Truck Simulator where I have to go the beep 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 beep? Need to reverse your vehicle so the vehicle's hitch ball touches the trailer's hitch ball. God damn it. So we go here. I'm like, that should be it, right? Why isn't it touching the hitch ball? Do I have the wrong hitch? The fuck, my dudes? That's like it. Do I have to get out? Oh, what the heck? How did that end up being that way? Isn't this like... exactly what I need to do? I'm getting hit! At least I'm supposed to be getting hit. Do I go out and then just like... hitch it up or something? No open VC, or did you forget? I forgot. Let's do open VC. Fix my stuff. How do... how exactly... do I need a taller vehicle? Hello, I don't know how to work this thing. Do I need a taller vehicle? It's not telling me. Yeah, pickup trailer's there. Yes. Yes. Trailer successfully spawned. Now you'll see trailer outside. Reverse it until the trailer hitch is there. Like... left side station. First first we're gonna do the real life game, which is trying to fucking get Roblox to work at some point. Hello. Controls. Gear up, gear down. Ah, okay. Toggle horn. Switch gear modes, toggle engine, red indicator. Hello, hello. So far, so good. I'm trying to freaking get this thing working. Oh, yeah, you need to sleep. You definitely need to sleep. Why is this not working? Doing good, doing good. I'm trying to get the trailer hitch to work, and it's not working. I don't know why. Hello, hello, Josh. The dad jokes, yes. Why are you doing this to me? Why do you do this to me? Do I have to run into your building in order for you to make it work? No, I don't mind. It's just it's a you know, regular stuff, so that's fine. Now, why doesn't this work? Yeah. If they're not a success, it's definitely going to be a huge failure on their side. Yeah. It's not good to blame talents for it, because the talents have, there we go. So there's a trailer hitch. Okay, so that took me fucking 20 minutes. I don't know why. It's not the fault of anybody, really, that this is happening. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what I want. I want them to do better. Ah, okay. We there. I can hear you in my thing. Yeah, I fixed it. There you go. Yes, you fixed it. Yes. Yeah. I'm playing. Yeah, you really can't blame anyone but yourself. I'm playing a trailer hitch simulator thing. It's supposed to. I'm supposed to be freaking. I don't know. Supposed to be playing a game that is related to apparently mowing grass at some point. Hello, hello. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Probably doing a lot wrong, honestly. Probably doing a lot wrong. No. Yeah, no. Oh god, come on. Yeah, it's another content creator, no worries. God. It's very clear to me, I really don't know how to hitch this thing. Ah, man, yes. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Well, I mean, if I don't mention it, then, especially not on stream, if I don't mention it, it's one of those, it's kind of like a general rule in content creation in general. If you don't mention the person, like, if the streamer isn't mentioning the person, then, yeah, don't mention it. Yeah, no, I know. I'm not. Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to make that explicit. There we go. Pretty much. Yeah. But if it's someone that you want me to, like, possibly collab with in the future, then yeah, of course you can let me know. Alright, so... Yeah, yeah. Bless you. Yee. But yeah, very true. What is this over here? Is this that damn thing again? That freaking place again. Why am I not advancing in freaking in this whole thing. I don't know. Oh yeah, they're angry about that. They're definitely angry about that. Guaranteed they're angry about that. No. 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 It's not justified. They're just bitter that she's doing well, I think. They're bitter that she is doing, yeah, and irrational that she's doing well. The company Nijisanji is not doing well itself, you know? I am. I don't know why I'm not advancing. I don't know why I'm not advancing. Yes, one of the arrows is over here, which was trying to get my trailer. That's one of the arrows here. And I did it. Okay, we have bumper pill trailers. What the fuck is all the pickup trailers? Now I have a different one. And see, even if I do the trailers, it doesn't like, what do I have to do? Semi-trailer, bumper pull trailer. Like, what exactly do I have to do? Maybe it's this one that it wants me to choose to begin with? Because look, it still has arrows over there. I have no idea. Yeah. It's just freaking weird. This fucking thing is so weird. I want to mow a goddamn lawn, for goodness sakes. I want to mow a lawn. I'm on top of you, but like, what am I supposed to do beyond this? Yes. Have that trailer. Okay. But I still... Bumper pull trailer? Okay. And that allows me for the semi. Okay. But like... Yeah, it looks like it's a quest, but like, what do I do? Despawn vehicles. Despawn trailers. Despawn trailer. Spawn vehicle. Oh, I can choose another, like, higher vehicles. Okay. Without paying, I think. Let's do this one. Oh, it doesn't let me spawn that. Okay. Maybe spawning out here. I know, dramatic music. Okay, I have this one. It's kind of nice. It's a GMC, but like... I have that. And the trailer store. Do I have to like poop on your lawn or something in order for me to fucking get things right? Yeah, I had to poop on his lawn, I think. What's up? Whee! Oh, I think... Wait. I'm watching it. I don't think she will, but I'm watching it. Can hear the... I think it's still happening, Ami, again. Ah, it's Nick. It's Nick. Okay. I'm gonna lower him a bit then. We can hear ourselves in your mic, Nick. Yeah. You're getting reflections. Yeah. Now it's you, Ami. Ah, there it goes. It got fixed. Okay. Fucking... Alright, take care, Renlio. I'm just making the weirdest fucking combinations. Why doesn't this advance anything? I am getting very annoyed. Enter vehicle customization mode, decline. Okay, we have this, and that. What am I supposed to do after I get my trailer, though? I'm gonna go get my trailer again and jump. Jumpy! Ooh, nice. There we go. Get names, but I'm all out of ass. Yes. This is so very annoying. Holy crap. This game is so very annoying. I'm just gonna have to rejoin it, I think, and just figure it out as I go along. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to do a tutorial, but like, I don't know what the hell was going on. It wasn't working properly. Probably. Alright, we got this. We are going to be using this big ass truck over here. The big ash truck, yes, the big ash truck. There we go. Do I have to go back to the store? I think I have to go back to the store. Where's the store? I don't remember where the original store was. I think it was over here, wasn't it? Yeah, I think this is the original store. Implement store. And I have to go buy, like, something, I think. I think here's where I buy, actual, like, tractor implements. Where do I buy the tractors? Where the hell? Does this thing have a map? Because people can... Oh, there we go. Never mind. Tractors. There we are. Do I want a tractor or do I want a mower? Yay! I finally have one of these. Okay. Now I can kind of get it. Okay. Yeah, I just had to go on my own because the freaking thing was being dumb. Yes. What, the game that you're playing? There we go. Oh, it gets tied down. Nice. Now, where the hell am I going to be mowing lawns? Do I just randomly mow a lawn? Do I just randomly mow a lawn, or do I just, like, go into the church and be like, do you want me to mow your lawn? What do I do? Yes. That's what I do. Let me break into this guy's house. I actually did break into this guy's house. Interesting. Just let me. Why? Why did it just let me? There's no one here, though. Let me take his computer. I'm sleeping in his wife's bed. Yes. Ah, laundry. Laundry. Ooh, another one. Oh God. Wait, why can't I steal his vehicle? God damn it. I want two. Yes. Alright, so where exactly do I go? Never! It's too simple to accept it. It's too simple. Oh God. Yes. APM, what the fuck is this place? Oh. Where exactly am I supposed to be going? I don't even know. Where do I'm going really fast. Holy shit. Holy shit. There we go. Let me fly off the... Oh, I was about to... Dang it, it didn't let me fly off the face of the map. Darn it. Why did it fly off the map? Okay, I flipped it. How can I unflip it? Oh, whoa! Okay, that happened. Okay. I don't know how the hell that happened, but that happened. I'm gonna have to respawn these sons of bitches again. God damn it. I have no idea what I'm doing here. No, I don't. I have to go get another fucking trailer. Fucking shit. Apparently the trailers only spawn at the trailer store, which is freaking stupid. Yeah. Not when I'm not at the trailer store. There we are. I'm at the trailer store, I guess. I guess I'll wait for them to spawn there. There we go. Spawn. Well, I can spawn a tractor. What am I gonna do with the tractor? What exactly do I do in this game? I still don't know what the hell happens in this game. Okay, I'm gonna go mow a random lawn. No. Oh God. Oh God. He went and said it. He went and said it. He said what you were thinking. Well, I'll try another. I'll try another game. Oh, it's a horror one. Well, we'll take a look at this horror game. We'll take a look at it. I'm gonna do horrors. I mean horror. Well, I mean, yeah, kind of am. She's a bit of one, yeah. She's an asshole more than anything. All right, so let's welcome, close. Let's go into Luli join Luli's server. Yeah, we'll just join. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, right now, yeah. Right now, they're they hate what's going on. Oh, wait. Well, I mean, someone already got into the lobby. I guess I can exit the lobby. You created a lobby? I'll create a lobby then. Yeah, and it really is very much because of the fact they don't like that she is having success. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it creates a very, very negative atmosphere, a very negative grouping of people. I guess it is like a FNAF thing. It isn't good in general. Like that's why even if there's good things happening in Nijisanji, I point them out. If there are bad things, people don't like it when I point out that there's good things happening in Nijisanji occasionally. But yeah, there are going to be good things happening in Nijisanji sometimes. You know, it is the way the world works. You see red? That's probably me. Turn around! Oh no! You loaded in an interesting way. Oh, is this like a... Oh, you're still loading, okay. I don't know what that was. Yeah, probably a loading issue. I don't know. Restock? How do I restock these things? How the hell do I restock things? How do I restock? Crates in storage room. Over here. Ah, flashlights. There we go. We're gonna need to do flashlights, I guess. Crates? I'm trying to do E, the crates. It isn't telling me that. Apparently I have. Holy crap. I don't remember. Okay. Employees only. Is this the storage room I need to go into? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, the food's in here. Okay. Equip. Ah, okay, that's what I have to do. Okay. Stuff. I don't have stuff. I have food. Food, 125 out of 125. 177 out of 177. Stuff. Food, there we are. Yep. Okay. Ah, okay. So that's what I have to do. Alright. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, it looks like it takes time to load. Oh. Ah, I can't see! But whatever, I guess that's the part. Stuff, let's fill you up. Holy crap! Get some sleep. Just get some sleep. Definitely get some sleep. Wait, what? What is in the office? Freddy? Yee. I see you use the computer. I don't see anything. Maybe it just attacked you and left. As it should. Careful what you ask for, I guess. Or careful that your ass gets. Ah, okay. Yeah. When it comes to those guys, yes. $9 million. Oh, I need 9 million lives. Holy crap. Share a story with you? Got locked out of your house. Oh, God. Yes, it is. It is a delicacy in Asia. Absolutely. This food. So let's go see where the food is. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. It's food. Yes, 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 yes. Go get some rest. Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun. Now I don't need any more food. So, laters. Okay, we go here and we put that back, I think. Like, or do I just grab stuff instead? I think I grab stuff instead. How do I drop? How do I drop stuff? God damn it. Because we don't need food anymore. Ah, sit down crate. Okay. We need produce. That's what we need. Why is it so freaking dark? It's freaking dark. Holy crap. I can't see shit! Probably. I need produce. And then we go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and then I can turn this off now. So there we go. We got produce. We got frozen, then we still have a lot of stuff to do with. It's a lot of darkness. I mean, I guess that is a mood. Darkness is a mood. I guess. Fucking hell. What the fuck? It's let's keep going then. So Ami, you're dead, right? How come it didn't attack me when I was in the office? Oh, okay. Oh, dear lordy. It's one of those games where it's like, you didn't check 0.5 seconds ago, so that's how come you're gonna get hit. It's the next stage. What? Ah, okay. Ah. Yes. Wait, how do we open up the store, though? Like, how exactly do we open up the store? The main reason why I went from night 1 to night 2 is so that Ami can be in there, too. Ah, it's automatic. I'm just a camera dude right now for some reason. Why can't I move? Oh, but I mean that's true. I'm not rendered in the game. Pretty much. There's that blocky dude too. What do I do now? Oh, there's that guy. Oh, I think it has it. Yeah, I think it hasn't. That's the guy. That's the guy we have to worry about, I guess. Pressing X. I think something happened. Yeah, I think we hit a roadblock on Roblox. Haha, or something. I don't know. Yeah, roadblock. Yes. Reset character. Reset. No dying allowed, nerd. That's what it told me. Holy crap. I got kicked from the game. It said no dying allowed, nerd. What was the name of the game again? Shift Horror. What was it? Cliffside Station? Yeah, Cliffside Station.
Did we just become best friends? Yup!
Joined the family.
Thank you for joining the family. As you can see, I have explosions. An explosion of satisfaction. Stinky. Just gonna join a random lobby, fuck it. Ah, okay. Been kicked from the lobby, it looks like. Whatever, let's create a lobby. Good morning, good morning. Morning, morning. Goods 150, morning. Yes, morning for you guys. Okay, let us 5800. Start game. Might as well. Yeah, yeah. Oh boy, let's see how it goes today. Let's go here first and at least try to grab some stuff. Ah, we can open the shop there. Okay, that makes sense. I guess it's when we can open stuff. You fucking A. I probably need to make this thing brighter, honestly. Fill up, fill up, fill up, fill up. I'm working at a minimum wage job, doing minimum wage things, living a minimum wage life. It's all wonderful. I know, but like the crate doesn't let me see jack shit anyways. So I figure it's best not to use my flashlight during those times. There's food over here that needs to get done. Let's fill this one up. Let's fill this one up then. There we go. I can't see where the fuck I'm going anymore. Okay, the fuck. Okay, I got lost. I got lost, goddammit. Well, yeah, I'm talking about poor. I am super duper that way. I'm now not in the red anymore, though, at least. The red means I don't like. I was in the red in my bank account, but thanks to the $35 Google check I got that I got this month, I was able to get some. Yep, get out of the red. Absolutely. Probably. Because bills are coming to be paid on the freaking 1st, so that's going to be fun. But that's why you have credit cards. I mean, it is why you have credit cards, isn't it? So you can, like, pay shit. But I mean, well, Once I get into the red, I'll do that. But like, if I'm in the green, then I'll be fine. If I'm in the black, I think it's what it's called. If you don't owe anything, it's in the black. That's what it's called. If you don't owe anything, if you have extra money, it's in the black. That's what Black Friday started with. Black Friday started as basically, it was a moment when companies were kind of like in the black and they were just doing sales because they were trying to get rid of excess inventory. That's what the original thing of Black Friday was. They were just trying to get, you know, more monies. And in my end, being in the black means I don't owe money. I am. Nerd. Oh, I had student loans. Don't worry about that. Student loans are still there. I think eventually, my creditors are going to get tired of trying to get money from me, and then they're just going to give up. Isn't that how it works? Ah, okay. Well, sadly, student loan debt isn't one of those. It's one of those things that you can't even get rid of with bankruptcy. Like, you have to work with your creditor in order to get rid of that. Oh yeah, and that's because of Sallie Mae, which is the big. Now they're called Navient, but they used to be called Sallie Mae. They lobbied all of our, you know, as you know, our politicians. They can easily be sold. They can easily be bought. So they lobbied the politicians to make sure that bankruptcy does not get rid of your student loan debt. You can get rid of all these other things, but you can't get rid of student loan debt. Pretty much is, honestly. Sodas? Do we need more sodas? Exactly. It's the government and their buddies. Their buddies are like, hey, do this for me, please. And then, you know, you're like, okay. Okay. Got frozen stuff. All the frozen stuff is done. Damn it. Okay. I think we're... Are we done? Or is there more frozen... No, there's more frozen stuff over here. Never mind. Sodas. There's sodas. Oh, God. So all the frozen is done. I need to go here, and then here, and then here, and then here. And then drop this. Sodas are what we need now, right? These guys. I think so. Why am I... Fucking shit. You're climbing on top of the fucking thing. Why? Yeah. Wait a minute. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, fuck. Over here. Okay. Alright, let's finish this soda then. Bitch. I can't take... Oh, I have to do sodas from the back? You bitch. I think we did everything now. How do we... I think we did everything, actually. I think everything's done. I think everything's done. Yeah, the frozen stuff is done. The stuff is done. Other things are done. I think we go into the office and open up for the day. Yeah, I think we open up for the day. Fast forward. Okay. Okay, night one's done. You're gonna be on what? Okay. Oh, we only lost $5. Not much. Okay, gonna do computers. We're almost getting to the point where we're gonna be ending the stream, though. So, just letting you guys know. Letting you know. But like, it's like gonna be in like 3 minutes or so. This is the part where I got stuck last time. Where I just got stuck in there for some reason. For some fucking reason. I don't even fucking know fucking why. Nice. So I don't need my flashlight right now. I don't need it. I don't think I do. See, what is exactly that I have to do today? I have to just wait and see if anyone needs help out here. Wait, where's the cash register? So they just pick it up and I'm just like, okay, it's $5. Give me $5. Give me $5. Oh, okay, here's the cash register. What do I do with the cash register? It's self-serve? They have self-serve. Okay. I think they have self-serve. Ah, okay. Yes, sir. Do you need stuff, sir? Why is everyone popping up here? Z. Beside the station and set it down at the campfire. Northwest of the station. One stop, one stop. So this is where I have to go. Okay. Oh, there are crates there, but how do I get inside? Get a stuff one. You got a food one, I got a stuff one. I hate that we have to go all the way around like this. Why is everyone popping up at our station? God damn it. Yes. Do I put them down here? Oh. Oh, okay. That is exactly what I do. Okay. Damn it, we're already running out of stuff. Holy shit. These people are ravenous. We need more stuff. People freaking are destroying our business. Well, not destroying our business. They're actually making our business better. Actually, when you think about it, actually, they're actually helping the business. It's time for me to go. I'm gonna keep this active, but I will be talking to you guys later. I'm going to mute and deafen so I can say my goodbyes to peoples. Laters. All right, everybody. It is that time. Let us figure out who we are going to send you guys to. Let's see. Yeah, remember, I always do 3 hours because I have other stuff that I do during the day, like family stuff and things like that, which ends up taking some of my time. So that does happen. Fortunately, unfortunately, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, it is something that does happen. So I am going to try to send you guys to somebody. Yes, of course, everybody take care. I am going to try to send you guys to somebody, redirect you somewhere else, in case if you guys still want some fun, still want to have some stuff. Let's see. Right now, we don't have very many people that I know that are doing stuff. So we're going to send you to Ember Amane, which I've sent you guys to before. And on the Twitch side, let's see. Miss Lala's always fun. Always fun to see. You sent you to Van Peekins before. Baby Teeth Bites. I haven't sent you to Baby Teeth Bites in a while. And they're actually doing Tekken, which is amazing. It's fun. It's fun to do some Tekken. Fun to look at some Tekken. I will be sending you guys there then. Of course, as I set these things up, I do appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for chilling, chatting with me. Renlio, thank you for playing the game with me. Thank you for just chilling with the Roblox. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourselves. Remember, you are very important. Remember to try to appreciate every day that you're around. Remember that you are valuable. You are someone that should always be supported. You have to be proud of every single step you've taken forward. Even if you've taken a couple steps back, the steps that you've been able to take forward is where you should be proud of yourself always. Please take care of yourselves. Get something to eat, get something to drink, get something to chill, whatever you want to do. Just get something and take care of yourself. You don't have to go to these places. Of course, always Salvi raid when you're there. Just say Salvi raid. You know, it's just a regular little raid here. And let them know where you came from. Let them know who sent you. Of course. This is the Mad Salvi. I will be Salvi the Blue Squirrel. You're the Blue Squirrel over here. Saying thank you for chilling with me, chatting with me, being here. My voice is going. Hopefully in the afternoon I still have a voice. We will see each other next time. Mama. Bye, honeys.